trying this again.
Another option is if it's nighttime and there's something there, you guys can all crowd around me and I can cast darkness, and then I know you guys can't see, but I can see, and it hopefully will pass us by. That's also an option if we wish to avoid whatever it is.
Or one of the things I can do in a pinch is I think I can make something glow, like something small, too. And it's a lot smaller. I think it's only like 5 feet of light, rather than
Can you attach that to something, or is that something like on you that you can do?
Any tiny non-magical object.
Gotcha.
We usually just use rocks. That's how we deter the local wildlife.
We don't even know how dark it'll be at night. The moon
like I
might
said,
be,
the moonlight
and it
will
might be
probably
clear
help.
enough so that it might not be an issue. So let's worry about it when it happens.
You want out?
And push comes to shove, we have magic and all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as we take off, we're like up in the sky is the word "wee" written in the cloud.
That's what you spend the last few minutes of the ritual doing. Is casting your ritual.
So the rest of you guys were like getting your wings on. Quillen was like casting the ritual.
Nice.
All right. Well, it seems to be.
Yeah, it seems good.
I still get buffering every, I don't know, couple minutes, it seems. Very weird.
Azak is probably like out there in the wilderness going like, oh, I think they're flying now.
Hey, look, maybe, no, that's not them. Hey, look, maybe, no, that's not them.
Now I have to run.
All right, so you want to go straight through then?
Yeah. No stops. We're just we're going straight to the heart.
We should probably take a break for like food and
okay,
essentials, right? Every now and then we land and reconnoiter and
short, but not like an overnight type of break, right?
No long break.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not like you really need to land for bathroom breaks, do you?
Oh.
If you want to be polite.
No, you just walk till it's dark.
We'll be like the birds. They just drop it and go, right? That's what we do.
Wait. When the first time we do land, Twillin wants to find out if he turns into beast form, does he still have the flight?
No.
So he has to turn back into a gnome?
Yes.
Okay.
When you turn into beast form, you feel that you are losing those spiritual wings.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Pop back out. Oh well.
Yeah.
It would have been funny to have been like, like an octopus.
Yes. That would be hilarious.
Although that would have been like really embarrassing if like a dragon ran.
All right, so you stop along the way to eat, taking short rests here and there.
Yeah, like 5-10 minutes. That's it, and then we go back up and fly again. Like nothing long.
And you are 100 miles. So it takes you 110 miles. So about 26 hours. So an hour after sunset the next day, you are approaching. Now you can like land and do a circle and land and look at it, or you don't have to fly right up to it and land on it.
All right. Well, what do we see? What does this thing look
I'm
like?
gonna
From
show
outside?
you. And it gets dark at night here.
Like dark to the point where even the moonlight, we can't see each other in our
No, you
flight,
can
or
see each other.
okay,
And
okay.
you know
We
roughly
just can't
where
see
you're
anything
flying.
below.
And you can see off in the distance, you can see the flame of Firefinger. So while you're flying up to the north, you can see the flame of Firefinger. You can see a glow off in the distance in the Kobold Mountains. And you can also see a glow down in the Peaks of Flame. So
Okay,
while
wait a
flying,
second. So we flew. So we got the flight. You're saying at sunset, right?
yes.
And then we flew all night initially. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was daytime. Okay.
No. You're flying
but then
through the
we flew
night.
all night, and then we flew all through the day, and then after sundown, a little bit while later, we now encounter the heart, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, because of the
Yeah.
glows and the fires, you can roughly keep it going in the right direction. During dawn, you might realize that you're going slightly too far north instead of south, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not that
during
big of a deal.
daylight, then there'll be a point where we can see it in the distance, right? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Just before the sun is going down, and it's very disconcerting because the sun is in the direction you're traveling. So you can see something sparkling in the sunlight at first, and then briefly you can see a shadow of it because it's between you and the sun.
Mm.
What you see is this.
Yeah.
Let me get your tokens over here.
Oh, it's all black.
That should fix here in a moment.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a little smaller than I thought it'd be.
So floating
see
in
where
the
they
air, yes, floating in the air, you can see that up ahead of you, and it seems to slowly be rotating.
Somewhat heart shaped.
A massive chunk of earth and rock, torn from the earth, drifts over the swampy forest, about 100 feet above the ground. A petrified tree towers above the stone, with its stone roots protruding from the bottom. Between the shape of the rock and the branching of the tree's limbs, it creates an impression of a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. The impression is only made more gruesome by red liquid dripping from the roots. You can see a cave mouth in the sides of the slowly rotating heart, and a staircase seems to wind from the cave up to the flattened top where the petrified tree stands. It is from the bottom to the flattened top is roughly about 100 feet. The cave, I think, is about 40 feet down from the top.
And this is floating in the air how far off ground?
The very bottom of it is about 100 feet off the ground. So at the top of it, you're about 200 feet off the ground.
I guess we aim for the cave to start with. Do I see any motion or any creatures or anything like that?
Not out here, no.
Okay.
Actually, wait. As you're approaching, when the
like
sun goes
circle
down,
around one.
I think you do see something here. Yeah, so just after sunset, from the central tree, fly a swarm of some type of aerial creature. It's still off in the distance. You're a few miles away at this point. But you see this some type of swarm of aerial creature kind of fly out of the tree and kind of scatter.
Better not be Sturgis.
Well,
It's probably Sturgis.
at least it's good that we're going when they're out hunting instead of
Probably.
having hordes of them inside.
True. That's comforting.
All right, we'll head for the cave.
Is there enough day? Like, is there still enough light out?
No, the sun is down, but when you get to it.
The sun's down. Okay. All right. Never mind.
We'll use light once we get inside the cave. Okay.
I was gonna do a once around it, but if it's dark out, I'm not gonna be able to see. So I'm just gonna
Yeah, I wanted to do once around it.
with everybody
Go ahead
else.
and do that. We'll land everybody by the. Go ahead, go a little bit ahead of us, and do it once around real quick.
You can do it once around, and there does seem to be actually everybody who's doing the circle, give me a perception check.
I think me and Ears are the only two that have the vision good enough to do it.
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I also don't get not hindered by dim light.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Add 4 to that too. So, yeah. Okay. 20. Whatever. I can't talk. 23.
Inside, you see as you circle around, coming from the cave, there almost seems to be a very soft green glow.
Green glow? Is that what you said?
Yes, a green glow.
Coming from the cave that we were going to enter at some point? Or
Yes.
at least we thought about? Oh. It's glowing green. Maybe maybe we won't have a problem with light over there, Abuela.
Not
All
sure
right.
what's producing that green glow that I'm gonna like, but hey, we'll see.
It's producing light. It's something. All right. Let's Ears. You know what? Why don't you and me go check out the cave real quick, since we can both see in the dark without producing light. And actually, no, you and Twillen can, and I'll keep outside the cave and keep an eye on you two, because you're better at being stealthy than me.
All right.
So as soon as we land, and we're at the entrance, my weapons are out just to be on the safe side because we do not know what we're getting into.
Yeah. So Ears can go. Well, wait. Twillen can't use his shape change. Are you still good at stealth without the shape change?
Can't hear you.
No, not at all.
Okay. No, I'll go with you then. My stealth is medium. I'll have you go first though, and I'll stay kind of closer to the entrance. Okay, Ears?
All right.
All right. So me and Ears will fly down. You can move your dude down here. Yeah, down the stairs. We're going for the cave down here. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then me and he'll enter the cave, and I'll sort of stay out just at the entrance of it. We want to see what's making that glow before we send everybody in, if possible.
Oh,
Everyone else
okay.
sort of can land on the stairs if you guys want. It makes it easier to kind of get our way in. Plus, hey, look, Thrak will be happy. There's something under his feet.
Mhm.
Thrak is happy.
I don't think
If
it
he
would
is on
be.
a floating rock.
I mean, it's only been floating for centuries, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's fine.
It's still a high place.
What's
Still have a problem with heights.
What's the chance of it falling at the moment we happen to be on it?
I'm not worried about falling. I'm worried about falling off of it.
Roll a
Well-
perception. Roll a percentile for me. No.
For Sydney.
Fine all the time.
I mean, maybe don't push a button or find anything inside because maybe there's a switch that's keeping this thing up in the air.
Yes, that's it. Don't hit that.
Ooh, is it shiny? Is it shiny?
No, it's not.
When
Here's what's
you
going
find
into
the
like-
10,000 gold piece diamond, don't pick it up.
Yeah.
No, that's what he thinks.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
He just has to guess the weight, and he'll just put something in its place, and it'll be all good. It worked like in that one movie, right?
All right. So
Mhm.
for
So-
ears
so-
and nexus, I'm going to move you slightly.
Okay. Ears is going in, and I'm basically staying like 100 feet behind him, basically. Or to a point where I can see him at all times if possible.
Well, 100 feet is up the stairs.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah. So, well, 2 point. Yeah, I'll stay at least in range of being able to see him. We'll put it that way.
So scroll over to the right slightly. And
Yeah.
you
Yep.
two are there.
Bottom right.
Okay. Yeah. So ears we'll pull in
They'll
closer to where I
probably
am.
switch,
Get in front of
yeah.
me.
If you
There you
are
go.
trying to be sneaky, give me a stealth roll.
Sure. Let's
I
see how
don't know
good
if
my
my
stealth can
boots
be.
of Elvenkind come into play here. Doesn't.
Can
matter,
you
I
like
guess.
float off the ground slightly, and then you don't have to worry
Wow!
about
Look
making
at
sounds when you
that.
walk?
Somehow I'm sneakier than ears. What just happened here?
Well, instead of walking, you're actually floating like
I
a couple inches off the
am.
ground.
That's exactly why. And you're small, so you're harder to see clearly.
So you are very quiet. In the room, across... keep going on the wrong tab here. These roots here kind of stretch down from the ceiling and into the ground, but beyond it, you seem to see a female figure sitting at the desk over there. Kind of, you see her back, her head is tilted down slightly, and her arms, one shoulder seems to be moving somewhat rhythmically, and the other one is still.
Oh no! Look the room over.
Yeah, what's making
Alright.
the green glow? What is that?
Well, the
That's cage up
cave
there.
is musty and dimly lit by daylight filtering down through, well, it's not daylight anymore. A petrified tree trunk 20 feet above. A pool of dirty rainwater occupies the central 20 feet of the floor, between natural pillars formed by the roots of the petrified tree. 3 tall bookcases stand against the wall to the right of the cave entrance. A desk and several wooden crates stand against the left-hand wall. Opposite the entrance are 2 open doorways into smaller chambers, and between them is a large iron cage. What seems to be making the light, you have a clear view over here, seems to be like a green glowing orb mounted on maybe an iron spike or something driven into the wall. And you see other sources of green light coming from the left and the right.
Okay. Is the cage empty?
The cage is empty.
Okay. What does this figure? And we can only see her from the back.
Yes. What you can see is blonde hair. Let me see here. Yeah, there seems to be a cloak wrapped around her, so you can't see what she's wearing under the cloak, and she has blonde hair kind of spilling down her back.
How tall?
Human-ish?
Okay.
Taller than a gnome.
I don't know whether to introduce ourselves or. Oh,
I'm
not
thinking,
violent.
yeah, shift back, kind of to be
Okay.
not in direct thing, and
I will kind of step back and whisper to him. Tell the others I'm going to try to talk to her first, but be ready for a signal if I get in trouble. Okay.
okay, I'll go over and tell the others, and then come back and be hidden in the shadows so that I can take action if
I get in trouble.
if there's trouble.
I will kind of step out of my hidden. Hello.
She kind of sits up straight, turns. Hello? Oh.
I don't know what everybody else is doing, but
She stands and turns and kind of walks over here.
What does she look like now that I can see her clearly?
She looks like an elf.
Oh. I didn't know someone lived here. I apologize if I'm intruding.
There is her handout.
Cool.
I don't get visitors here very often.
You are floating a bit above the trees. I can imagine that might be difficult.
Yes, it was a very convenient place to remain a little protected up here. I am Valindra. A pleasure to meet you.
You as well.
She gives Nexus kind of a almost a glance of recognition and surprise. And then shakes her head slightly. You might. We have not met, but I think I've seen you. Do you have a sister?
No.
She kind of, leans her head. Huh. Must be my imagination.
Yes. So, forgive me for asking, but do you, what exactly are you doing up here?
I have come down here to study the legends of this land, so that I could try to figure out a way to capture the soulmonger.
Capture it?
Imprison it, I should say. And that's what she said, imprison. Yes, we have heard rumors of a necromancer of some sort causing issues. So if I can imprison him, then perhaps we can figure out a way to end this death curse.
Oh. Okay, then we're actually here for the same reason, actually. Well, to kill the necromancer, technically, but ending the death curse is my primary reasoning. Okay. I actually came with friends. Do you mind if I bring them in?
Not at all.
Okay. I'll look at...
How many? I will prepare refreshments.
Oh, how many? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us total.
Some leader you are.
I know, it's sad. I had to do a head count. Hey, it's usually 7.
Everybody count down 1.
I will kind of look in the direction I know Ears is probably around. Tell them to come in.
I'll step out without revealing myself, and then bring everybody in.
I
Or
shall
the
Um,
pull
door
you
be
over.
open then. Right.
Once
I
they
will.
told us that they were going in and saying that there was somebody in there, I moved closer to the entrance, so I'm like right there.
Yeah, I will make an insight check to make sure she's not like completely lying to me and going to screw us in the end. Oh, my 10. Yes, I'm completely. That's great. Okay.
That's
She has a
terrible.
poisoned dagger ready for your heart. No.
Oh, okay.
She
That's fine.
seems to be
Well, that
genuine.
escalated quickly.
Do we need
Okay.
to pull out the Medusa head and show her who's boss?
Yes.
All right, I
All
pulled
right.
you guys over to the right side of the map, down towards the bottom.
Yeah. There's a little cave entrance so you guys can come.
She goes over to the desk, and she gets a bottle that's sitting on the desk, and then she kind of looks around and, pardon me, I don't receive guests often.
It's okay. You don't have to provide refreshments. We don't want you to take away your supplies if it's short.
No worries at all. What host would I be if not a polite host? She kind of goes back in here and rifles around. You hear some shuffling, and then she comes back with a tray and several glasses. And then comes back over here to the bottle.
So, how did you find out about the death curse?
People have been dying. I knew several adventurers that have been risen from the dead. Unfortunately, they are not with us anymore.
I see.
She pours some wine from the bottle into each of the glasses.
Let me introduce. So I apologize. This is Abuela. This guy here is Fixer. This Twillin. And Thrak. Ears, are you still hiding? Wait, wait, Thrak, are you in there?
No, I came in.
Oh, okay.
There's ground. I'm happy.
You said 6, so I revealed myself.
Okay. And
But I'm
You said
not.
5, I
I'm not
wouldn't have.
stealth. I don't stealth.
sorry, none of us are stealth at this point. So so guys, this is Valindra. She is apparently investigating the same thing we are.
So an ally on the same side. Okay.
Yes.
What have we have she what have you learned so far of what's been going on or where this necromancer is? Have you heard anything?
Yes, I have. There is a city to the south. It was once, I think, a
right?
capital of Chult called Omu.
Yeah. We are actually heading there next after we were coming here first, and then we were going to be heading in that direction.
Have you done any research on the city yet?
Not much.
Just that it was the capital at one point in time.
Yes.
Well, I've done a little bit of research. She goes over to bookshelf over here and starts pulls out a small journal and brings it back. She opens it up, and it is written in...
I will mention that we met the gargoyles.
As she's flipping through it, the script seems to be draconic.
Cool.
She I acquired this a few months ago, and she flips to a page kind of near the back, and on this page is some script. I don't know if anybody can read draconic and read over her shoulder or not.
I can read it, and because I can read everything.
I can read Draconic as well.
She's a little bit taller
I
than
ended up with a
Nexus,
lot of
though.
languages.
Oh yeah. I can't.
So
I
Nexus, you
can't-
don't have a clear view of it, but
I
Thrax
can't
you
tell
probably
what you're
could.
talking about. I'm just kind of.
I
I'm
probably
hovering
did.
over her shoulder.
Nexus is exactly as tall as she wants to be.
Exactly.
If you wish to
That is
fly
true.
in here,
We can hover.
you can float in here if you wish.
Yeah.
In fact, if you're curious, you probably start floating before you realize that you are.
Yes.
I could just see Nexus just hovering horizontally over her as she's looking through the book. It's like, hi, how you doing?
That sounds about right.
But
Probably
she
didn't realize.
gets to a page where there's some sketches. And, I mean, the notebook itself is maybe 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide, so it's not a huge notebook. The sketches are a little small. But there's this sketch of kind of looking at from above a valley with cliffs surrounding it. And I am going to show you this briefly. It almost looks like this sketch was magically enhanced because it's very detailed, smaller than a quill would generally see, be able to transcribe.
So microfiche.
So you have this valley. Can you see this? Do you need tokens on the board?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see it.
I can see. Probably.
And she points around the edge of the cliff faces. So far, the only thing I know is that gargoyles surround the valley on the top of the cliffs. She flips a page again.
We've already met those.
She flips a page. You do?
They chased some of the Arakara, and we were.
Ah, well, yes, but there's no report here whether they are keeping people in or out. And then she flips a page again. The report says that the person who wrote this journal heard that it is only safe to enter the city on land. I guess if you try to fly into it, the gargoyles take offense of some sort. I have some patrols out looking for info, but I have not heard anything from them yet. I don't know, and she kind of motions her hand across the map. I don't know what anything in the city is. There's no notations for that.
Do you not know how high the cliffs are?
She turns a page forward and back. No.
Does it? It says only approach by land. Does it give a possible path?
She kind of looks down at the southwest corner. It looks like there are some stairs that lead down, perhaps that way.
Ah, there is.
Oh, the way I see it, the only reasonable approach is in the barrel by the waterfall.
Yes, we should just go down the waterfall. That makes
Well,
much
that was
Mm-hmm.
that was my thought of approach was if the gargoyles do not let us in, if we start out in the river and work our way down and go down the waterfall.
Well, we will try the stairs first. And then we'll count that as plan B.
Plan B, got it.
Plan B.
Oh, all right.
We have people that don't like water or flying, so let's try and stick to land
Gonna-
for
I think
much as
Smack would
possible.
appreciate the stairs more than anything.
I'm gonna
Stairs
try
are
to
good.
make note
It's an
of
odd
this
place
map
to
the
put a
best we
capital
can.
city.
Yeah, it's an interesting place for a capital city. Is that a volcano nearby? Interesting.
Yes, I believe there's notes here that I think to the south, and she flips the page again. Yes, a molten lake of lava?
Oh, just a molten lake. Okay.
No volcano itself to erupt, but for some reason, somehow, there is lava in that corner of the city.
It is nestled between the peaks of flame and...
Yeah, on the main map, there's a lava flow that's clearly there, so
Yeah.
it must be part of that lava flow.
The mountain ranges to the south there are volcanic.
Again, it's like an odd place to put a capital city. I mean, you need a lot of big people need a lot of trade going in and out of places, right?
Well, not necessarily. Remember,
Huh?
this was how many centuries ago was this?
Many.
Cholt could have thought it was alone in the world, admittedly, but also look at it. It's in the middle of the continent. Any invading army, anybody who wanted to attack the capital would have a hell of a time getting there. Hell, the damn jungle acts as a defense.
Right. That's why you don't need to put it in a place like this.
From my research, Cholt was not always a jungle, but you have to go back several centuries for that.
Oh, interesting.
But I was not here. I did not make the decision on where to put it. I only know it was there.
So you say you have patrols out there.
Yes.
What kind of patrols? Who's patrolling for you?
Oh, allies from the north?
It would be good if we had a way to tell them
I would
we're
say,
friends.
yeah,
Or
anyone that
at
we
least
run into
met
that we can.
you.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want to accidentally get into a fight with allies.
well,
At least we'd like to think that we're on the same
Yeah,
side.
they're not like the Flaming Fist or anything, are they?
oh no.
Oh, good. Okay, I was gonna say we've already made enemies with them.
No, they're not part of any organization, as it were. Just two groups of individuals that are out.
So their job is to mostly scout the area?
Yes, they are trying to see any truth behind the rumors of these gargoyles, and whether or not the stairs are a safe way in or not, and if they can, to do some reconnaissance inside the city itself.
We are meeting an ally of ours at the what's it called? I don't remember the name of the place. It's a gorge. It's over to the east of this city.
Can I roll insight? Something's bothering me about what she just said.
You can roll insight.
And for me, said in terms, they're looking for gargoyle something.
You broke up. You were looking for what?
Oh, I broke up now? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I know nothing.
I didn't hear past that. They were looking if gargoyles are something, and I didn't hear the rest of it.
Oh,
They're looking to see if there's any truth behind the rumors of the gargoyles, and whether or not the stairs in the southwest are a safe way to enter the city.
Okay.
Does anybody here by chance have like a copy spell? Like, I'm not going to ask her for her only copy of the map of the city, but is there any way that we can make a...
How long would it take me to sketch this?
I don't know how well you sketch, but by hand, if you wanted all of the details, you'd probably estimate a few days.
No, not all the details. I want the outline of the cliffs, where the water and the volcano are, and the stairs in the river that go in. That's all I want.
And like the main lines, like the circle.
Yeah,
and
probably like the main
Yeah.
streets. I
Are
would draw
you
those in.
proficient in artisan tools?
No, why would I be proficient in that? Wait, we have somebody who is, right? Right, Fixer, are you proficient in artisan tools? Maybe?
I'm seeing if it actually the feature gives me proficiency or not, or just gives me the tools.
Look, the only thing I'm proficient with is playing chess. That's my tool. That's all I have.
It's not one of the things I'm proficient in. I'm proficient in a lot of things, just not those tools.
But
with
you
my
have, right?
proficiencies,
But
oh, go ahead.
What do you have artisan tools?
With my proficiency, I can get a copy. It's just she won't have one left for herself.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
otherwise, I can create any tools, and then it doesn't say anything about me having proficiency with using them, but I can just
Okay.
create any tools.
Is anyone here proficient with artisan tools? No?
I have no proficiency with any tools.
Okay. So no,
However, you do have a friend who might be able to talk to some critters and make you a web map.
What? A what kind of map?
If he talks to the spiders and asks them to trace their webs over the lines of the map, it can make a web map, and then we just need some ink and 2 pieces of paper.
Would that work?
I don't think you'll get as much detail, but
But if you just want a rough, crude sketch, a few minutes.
A rough crude sketch. Yeah, that's all I want. I don't want anything too bad, too crazy. Just a rough sketch.
Well, also, I just realized y'all pointed out there's a volcano. What if this thing was actually raised, like on higher ground, and then the volcano kind of dropped it? I mean, these are ruins now. We don't know what caused them to become ruined.
It's possible. So a couple of things then. Your allies, you said, they're currently just scouting, right?
Yes, that is what they are tasked to do.
What do you intend? What is your intent? You said something about imprisoning the necromancer?
Yes.
How do you do that?
We had planned on facing this necromancer, actually, personally. If you help us, we'd be more than willing to try to attempt this imprisonment if you have a way to do it.
Yes, our plan was death, not in prison.
I don't know. Well, how did you plan on doing it in the first place?
Well, I'd have to learn about him. That's why my scout patrols are out there trying to figure out where he might be. And then I am a wizard of some repute.
Oh. Okay.
What are your allies' names in case we run into them?
They don't go by their real names. Although, she kind of looks you over. They might not mind me giving you these names. The leader of one is an elf. He goes by the name of Skulker.
Interesting.
And the other one is a tiefling, and she goes by the name of Toss.
We see an elf and tiefling traveling together. Yes.
Well, are they
They
two
shouldn't
separate
be
groups?
traveling together.
Yeah,
Not
they're two
together.
separate groups.
And when was the last time they've checked in with you?
Oh, perhaps a month now?
Do they travel here to check in? Or
Yes.
do they send a messenger to travel here?
Yes, they will come back here once they have gathered the information I need.
Do you have a way of making a copy of this map for us, or
We sketched
something
it.
that we can? Oh, we are.
Yeah, I made a quick sketch of it. Nothing too fancy, but okay. Well, I'm not sure how long we can wait. There are sadly many souls being lost the longer we wait. And as interesting as your research may be, we wish to try. And if we fail, then you may very well need to do whatever you're going to do if that's the case.
Well, if you do succeed, there is something I can give you that may be able to contact me in assistance, or for assistance.
Now that would be useful.
She goes back into that back room and you start hearing stuff being slid around and moved around. And then she comes back with a small, almost like a large coin-shaped stone. I have a pair of these. My other scouts have one as well. If you take this one and flip it over, if you warm the inside, there's like a small gemstone. Warm the gemstone with your thumb perhaps, and once it is warm to the touch, speak into it, and I will hear it. It will only work once, so it is for an emergency, however. Unfortunately, that will not help me find you, but I do have the ability to scry if you are willing to give up something, and then I could find you that way, and I do have a scroll of teleportation in here for an emergency.
So you have the same agreement with them, I would say.
Yes.
I understand.
If they get into trouble, I will be able to find them within a few minutes, hopefully. But I am hoping that they will be able to bring the info back to me, and then we can plan a better strategy.
Can you teleport into Omu?
I have never tried.
Interesting. Well, we are meeting our guide at Ataz Kawazi. I have no idea how to pronounce that thing. Over by the Valley of Lost Honor, and then we are going to travel on foot to Omu from there. So we had not planned on flying in anyway, so that's something good that we know either way. But yeah, so you know, I'm not sure. We'll only be a few days, so I'm not sure if we'll run into your allies or not.
They should be there by now, I would think. I do not know if they are still there or on their way back, though.
Yeah, a month.
Is this their first trip there, or is this have they been there before and back to report to you on anything?
They have been there once before. Or at least nearby. They found out where it was and then brought me back that info because I did not want them to proceed until I knew where it was, just in case.
Okay. You said you needed an item. Something that...
Abella takes her knife out and cuts about 4 inches of her hair and braids it and gives it to her.
Oh, I guess that works.
This will work, yes.
It had to be a personal item.
Your hair counts as personal. Yep.
Personal item.
She takes it and goes over to her desk where she pulls out a small, almost like a book, only it's not actual pages. It seems to be folded plates, metallic plates of some sort, and there's a few of them. And she starts from the back and opens basically the back cover, so between these two, and they're about 4 inches by 4 inches. And she places the hair into that and then closes it carefully and wraps a small leather cord around it.
What do you... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm assuming that's other items for others that you can teleport to?
Yes, well, that I can scry on. Once I know where they are at, if I can see them, assuming they still live, then I should be able to teleport them with some margin of error.
As you said, in emergency. I understand. So the curse itself, what do you think is the cause?
I do not know. Perhaps this necromancer knows. This soulmonger.
Yeah, we actually believe it's an object in his possession.
Well, that might make it easy to secure in that case.
That is our hope. Our hope is that if we can destroy him and then search for this item and locate the item without him being there to bother us, it would probably be a lot easier to find.
Indeed.
Assuming he doesn't, I don't know, have some active use on it. I don't know if it's a type of thing he would have to keep on his body or not. But I get the feeling it won't always be that easy.
Yes, well, if it is an item on it, that should make things a little easier.
That's our hope. So we'll see when we get there. But yes, our first goal will be to take down the necromancer, and then it allows us to do a much more thorough search of his lair and home or whatever it is that we find him in. But if we run into your allies, I hope we can speak with them and maybe learn what they've learned before they arrive here. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Yes, if you do find them, just let them know that you've spoken to Valindra, and they should cooperate. They're not in the habit of attacking first without cause.
Provocate. Yeah. We will. We'll be cautious. We will try not to give them cause.
That would be good.
I know Ears and Nexus came in first. Did we ever find out what the green glow was coming from?
It's like a magic light.
Yeah, it's a few of them on the walls. While we were talking, I'm gonna kind of glance at the cage that's over there in the corner to see if I can ascertain what it's been used for. Just because.
It is very large. It see if I have a size here. It's probably big enough to keep a few people in there if necessary. And in fact, give me a perception check.
I can do that. The passive is an 18, but 22.
You see a bit of cloth kind of in one of the back corners attached to one of the bars, almost like it got caught there and ripped at some point.
I'll take a chance to investigate a little bit while she's occupied talking to everybody else.
Okay.
Nonchalantly wonder about.
Assuming everybody else is like now on ground and stuff, Bella's just like kind of free floating.
Float in, look up at the trunk.
You can see out into the sky straight up from the trunk. The water is kind of dirty, and it slowly trickles out towards the entrance and then off to the side. The books
Yeah, go ahead.
are filled with books, scrolls, tablets, rolled up paper, some folded and stuffed in there, all sorts of different stuff.
I'll ask her while Ears is doing his investigation over there, keeping her busy. How big is this place?
Oh, the heart? Not very big. What you see here and 2 smaller chambers where I sleep and store my good stuff.
Was there anything here when you arrived? Did you have to like scare something off?
No, there was nothing here. It took some effort to bring up the books that I've collected.
What's the well, no, I can't. I'm not going to draw attention to the cage because he's at the cage, aren't you?
Well, I was trying to kind of get a better look.
I guess I'll ask her directly. What's the cage for?
She turns and glances back there. Occasionally, I have to interrogate some unsavory types for information. There's goblinoids and species of frog creature down there that are not very cooperative, but they sometimes know a lot.
Oh. Okay, we haven't run into them yet. Mostly undead, some Yanti, the Flaming Fist.
Yes, there's undead everywhere.
Man-eating plants.
Yeah, man-eating plants.
What were the... as we were approaching, we saw some flying creatures leave up through the point up.
Oh, yes, there's a colony of bats that lives in the tree.
Oh, just bats. Okay, good. See, look, not sturges. See?
Good. I'm relieved.
We're used to everywhere we go, something trying to kill us.
I can see why in Chult.
So we try to stay cautious. But all right. Looking around, we probably should go ahead and get on our way and do as much flying as we can while we can.
I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wow, really? My +5 and I get an 8? How sad.
That's about right.
Oh,
Right.
For a robot.
Abuela, look.
Okay.
Okay,
today.
so we're all dead
I have
now.
a plus. I say I have a +6, and I get a 7.
The thing that doesn't have to eat, drink, or breathe is fine.
Hmm.
See, that's what needs to happen. You have to allow me to replace your, miscellaneous organic parts that you don't need into something more efficient.
That's it.
Fixer and Twillin. Fixer probably because of your construction, you don't know, and Twillin maybe because you're just as chaotic as you are. You guys are fine. Everybody else, you've felt this strange sense of vertigo kind of creeping up, and it just kind of, you get this wave of dizziness kind of suddenly and sway. And she kind of glances out, and Nexus, you are closest, so she kind of reaches out her hand to steady you. Ah, yes, it does take some getting used to.
What did you do?
The heart spins, and it's disorienting until you are accompanied to it.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of come down to ground level and put my hand on the wall, and I'm just like, oh, it has been a while since I've done this.
It is not a fast spin. It completes a revolution perhaps once an hour, but it is just fast enough that it is disorienting until you've grown accustomed to it.
No.
Interesting. Oh. I guess that makes sense. If I was floating in the air a lot, that means the room was actually like spinning slightly around.
Yeah, and you were trying to compensate for it without realizing it, and yeah.
Let's make it hard to play catch in here.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go, so we're not getting this messed up again. We appreciate the assistance. The map that might come in handy for us, and we will. We'll definitely. Hopefully, we won't need your assistance, and hopefully, we'll be able to kill this creature and succeed at this.
Well, if you do, I can lend some bit of aid, depending on the situation.
Do any of the branches come into here?
Yes, that's
from the
what
outside?
Yeah, that's the little column, basically.
Yeah.
The branches.
Are they bleeding
The
that
roots.
red stuff?
No.
That's only on the outside?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I can ask about that.
Oh.
What is that red
Yeah, I was
stuff on
gonna
the
ask
outside?
Oh. I think it's... I'm not that type of scholar, but it has something to do with the mineral content of the rock, and as the water seeps through it, it collects it.
Mm.
It is
And changes
somewhat
the color of
porous,
the
so
water.
the water does not all collect here. Some of it does seep down into it.
Would you mind if we took a sample?
No.
So I have an empty vial, so on my way out, I'm going to try and get a sample of it on my way out.
Sample of mineral red water.
Yeah.
All right. Got some red mineral water.
I want to play out through the trunk.
All right. But
If you need, I can offer you some space on the floor if you would like to rest here.
sadly,
Yeah.
our spell does not last that long, so we wish to make the most of it as we can to get as quickly through the jungle as we can.
I understand.
Take a good advantage of an opportunity like this.
Well, for your travels, if you wish, she walks back over into the side cabinet and comes back a moment later with a bottle, another bottle. I have another bottle of wine you can take with you, and then tucked under the other hand is almost like a small box, I guess, and some food fit for traveling. Not the tastiest stuff, but it is preserved.
Extra rations, can't go wrong there.
Will only feed your group for a few days, but it is something since you cannot stay.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Well, be safe.
That's most kind of you.
We have enough bug repellent and stuff, right? We're good there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially with amount Twillin is hoarding.
We have like 2
Actually,
months.
I toss those into the group bag, so people are constantly like complaining to Twillin, probably like every time they go to the bag, like, why do you keep calling these in?
Yeah, we have roughly like 2 months worth of bug repellent. We have more bug repellent than we have food.
Okay, we're good then. All right.
How does it taste?
And that's not including my own personal stock that I spent like 10 gold on.
Oh yeah, you don't pull from the party, do you? You kept your own.
Yeah, I just bought my own because I'll be perfectly honest, with Fixer being as strange as Fixer is, and his bag of holding, I was like, I don't know how much I can trust his magic.
Hey, nothing has exploded in like 6 months.
Well, no, it's more along the lines of what happens when we walk into an anti-magic zone.
Everything just falls to the ground.
Tomorrow I remake a new bag, and after we pile everything out.
Yeah.
Well, that's my question. When your bag quote unquote deactivates, does everything come out? Or does it disappear?
Well, when electricity goes out and the fridge goes bad, you eat everything in it first.
Yes, but when literally opening the door and a portal appears into another plane.
Yep, and all spills
the
out.
electricity cuts out.
Normally with a bag of holding, you just lose access to it. Like it doesn't do anything. It just means you can't access anything in it for that time period. And then when the magic comes back, you can access it again. Now his is a little different, so I don't know. That's probably up to Joe.
It acts just like a regular bag of holding. It's just that as long as I'm alive.
Right. So yeah, in general, if anti-magic zone just means we can't access it for that particular time period, but once we're out of it, we can access it again. It won't just fall out.
I think if it's dispelled, everything falls out of it.
Yeah, if it's dispelled, everything falls out of it. Right. If it's just like a zone, then it just shuts off temporarily, and then you can access it once you get out.
So that stays as long as you're alive. Now, if you're a lich and you keep your phylactery in there, how does that work?
Well, if you're a lich and you keep your phylactery in a bag of holding, you're probably not actually the best place, because everyone will think to look there first.
If you're not alive.
Well,
true.
Now, here's the thing: is a bag of holding, all the contents are on the astral plane. So if a bag of holding is damaged to the point where it stops, all the contents get. There's something that causes a bag of holding to not cause the contents come out the bag, but makes it vacate it onto the plane of the astral plane. So if you keep a phylactery in there and somebody does something that causes it to...
yeah.
So. Well, hopefully you haven't made the Githzari or Githyanki pissed off lately.
Yeah, but no, his bag of holding is relatively safe. We're good. Mm-hmm, so
I'm amused just picturing this conversation happening in front of her.
Well, I mean, the comment of nothing has exploded recently is a very true thing.
It is. He's done very, very well at not blowing people up.
No, that was just before we came to the jungle. That's also why I'm not allowed back to certain cities.
Your experimental phases. In your phase, it's fine. He's past that now.
Well,
mostly.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Mostly past it. Now you only blow up things you usually mean.
If they're usually meant to blow up, they blow up. If they don't, well, it's dead.
All right, but yes, we will thank her, and go ahead and continue our flight to the gorge.
I guess I'm confused. We were going to just all the way to the gorge nonstop? I thought we were going to rest on the rock at some point. But
Well, we're gonna have to rest a little bit anyway.
Let's see. The question is where. I don't know if I want to. Can you pull up the map, Joe?
I can.
We can't.
for some reason, go ahead.
I also believe Zaka was planning on traveling sort of along the route from here to the correct. So in case we met up with.
You guys can always go to
So,
the top
the
of
only way we make it
the
there-
heart too, and rest there if you wanted to.
Say that again?
Said you could always go to the top of the heart, the upper level, and rest there if you wanted to.
Right. But we could take a short rest. But if we were to take a long rest, it would shorten us. We would not make it to the gorge.
Oh,
with
we
our
wouldn't? Okay.
No.
I
flight.
guess
The
I
only way
would.
to make it to the gorge with our flight is to literally fly nonstop.
I
the
believe
map.
we're going to come up short even if we do go non-stop.
Come up to like there.
Yeah, we're going to get close to
Right.
that, but even so,
But no, if we were stopped for a long rest, we'd end up like half in that area somewhere.
we
Oh,
lose
is that where we're
a
going?
quarter of the remaining distance, right? So
Down here?
It took us from Curseball to now. It took us 26 hours, right? That's what you said.
Yes. Plus,
Okay,
give or
so-
take,
and that
maybe
was-
2 hours circling and reconning and talking and.
Right. So that was what 100 miles, a little over 100 miles, right? So 100. So now, that's only another day. So yeah, we could take one long rest and actually still make it, right? If I'm doing my math right.
Yeah, right now, if you fly straight through for 72 hours, counting what you've already flown, you have 180 miles left. Assuming nobody falls asleep mid-flight and stuff like that.
Right.
If you
And-
take a
and we
long
can-
rest,
Mhm.
you'd have about 150 miles. So you could
That's reasonable.
come up a little bit short.
And then walk the rest.
And then probably rest once we land.
Right. Or wait to and then fly all the way there and just take a long rest when we get there because it's she's not going to be there when we get there anyway.
Oh, if we have trouble along the way, though.
Right. Now, if we get trouble along the way, then we will be exhausted. Well, potentially exhausted. We would have to roll tomorrow to find out. So we could fly the rest, see how we feel
Okay.
tomorrow. And then if
I
we
would
need to
say
land,
rest.
then we can land. We have the time to land and we can land.
This seems like a nice and safe spot to land, but
It is, but it may be because we're still going to be in the same position tomorrow because we're going to have to fly all night and early the next day. So we're still going to be really tired either way.
all right.
Plus,
The alchemy jug doesn't make coffee.
I don't know if I can handle the spinning in the middle of that. I don't think I can handle that anyways.
What? I don't know. I was gonna say, what if you could like try to? I was gonna say, too bad you can't fly while you're
Yeah, just
sleeping,
like
because then we'll
float over.
we'll
top
tie
of it.
we'll just tie a rope to you and you'll just kind of float.
Take turns.
So yeah,
I want to look down inside this petrified tree.
for the bats to come back so you can chat with them.
No, before they're back. I want to look down inside.
All the way into her room. Like you could literally go up
Right,
her,
exactly.
up from her office up to the.
Yes. Although there's a
Okay.
20-foot gap from here to the bottom of the tree.
Yeah. Here's one to go that way too.
That's odd.
But you can climb up that way if you want. It is
Okay.
disgusting inside.
Yeah, she'd have to clean it up a little bit.
I want to peek in the other trunk, right? There's
You want to peek in what?
The second,
there was a second
the little
petrified trunk, right? The slightly smaller trunk.
It's on.
Okay, you guys are
I'm just wondering what
roboting
makes
for
this thing
me.
float.
I'm hearing everybody fine.
Yeah, I can hear everybody fine too.
I wonder.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, but where? Yeah, but where?
Everywhere. It's everywhere. The entire stone is all magical now.
So the smaller trunk
mean-
does not extend down into the
Okay.
into this chamber.
I mean, if Twillen is really curious, I'm sure somebody could cast Detect Magic and see what of the stone is.
You
Oh,
can't see
magical.
through stone. Can't see
Well,
through like a
if
foot of stone.
yeah, well, if it's something in
But
I
they
can do
could
detect
fly
magic
around
myself.
it.
You
I
could
I
go
can do
back
detect magic
and
myself.
ask
I
her.
doubt it'll be like on the surface. Tree or maybe
Well,
built into the
You
matter of the heart of this. Or
you can ask her.
I don't know if she
what's the
knows.
fun in that? She might just tell me.
yeah, are you gonna cast detect magic and see if you can figure it out?
No, I don't think detect magic. So I'm not,
You what?
I'm not interested in casting detect magic. I don't think it'll be useful. So
Okay.
if you want to try it, I'm not stopping.
Not really. No. She. This is not a. This is not a mystery. That curious about. So. But we will go ahead and take our leave, and we'll see how everyone feels tomorrow. And if anyone's super tired and feels like resting, we'll find, and we'll play it by ear.
I guess so.
And we fly. Say our goodbyes to her and fly away.
Caw.
So yeah.
On that note, can we take a 5-minute break?
Oh.
We can take a 10-minute break if you want.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah, it's like-
Remind me not to start up again without refreshing the stream though,
okay.
like
Oh,
last time.
Okay.
We'll think about it.
Okay.
I've probably got people wondering how many streams am I a part of? Well, I've actually actively been sharing my streams now on different sites, and I'm sure people are like,
All right, we are live again. We are back. So, where did you wish to rest, and did you wish to do it now or wait until later?
Wait till later. We're all still okay at this, so might as well get as much time out of this as we can, and see as close as we can make it. So we'll see what happens when we get tired, and if everyone gets tired, or if or if we get exhausted, then we'll stop and rest. If not, we'll just keep going.
Okay, so you can collect your sample of rainwater. What I do want to know is how
You have red
high
rainwater.
how high above the jungle canopy are you flying? Because you can't fly under the tree line because it would just be dangerous and slow you down.
Correct.
But how high above the tree line are you flying?
30 feet?
Yeah, I was thinking like close to 30, 40, maybe 50, no more than like 50 feet at most, I imagine. So somewhere between that 30 and 50 mark is sort of, we float in that range, I think.
Enough room that if we need to duck into the trees, we can do it real quick, or vice versa. If we need to go higher.
So we're gonna have to go around a couple of trees every now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 20 unless we need higher.
A few of the very high trees you can easily go around. And I'm assuming if the jungle drops down, you're not gonna like follow the contour. If up ahead again, it just rises again. You'll probably stay.
Right. Yeah. Assuming it's not a long. Yeah. If it drops down for like a long period, then if it's like right there, then no, probably not. And we are definitely watching for that dragon.
All right. So, which type me a not type. Drag me an arrow on which direction you are traveling, so I can start giving you some empty tiles. You can't really see down into the ground beyond the trees, but you can get a rough idea.
Yeah, I think the most like direct path sort of thing. Like,
all right, hold like that for a moment.
Okay.
It might be easier just to go and then 2 squares and then follow the straight line.
No, I guess you could have done that from Kirstabal to that thing too. So I didn't think about.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Forget what the significance is of the yellow contour. Is it just elevation or?
Oh, like the yellow.
Yeah, like the jungle is green, but then there's something yellow and some darker.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, because there's some of that going up by the Camp Righteous and everything.
Nobody has figured that out yet.
Oh.
Not
terrain-wise,
there's no difference, though, right?
Yeah, terrain-wise, there's no difference.
Okay.
And you can see those contours on your map when you roll it out, but there's no marking to indicate what it means.
Oh, so that is on our map. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So like that darker orange spot too there's a note of right there by Port Nyanzaro, like the dark.
Undead
yes.
concentration.
There's it's shaded slightly different there than down there and over there.
Going over the legend.
What's that?
It looks,
Yeah, I know Twillum's looking out
Oh, you
for
guys
that,
are
Actually, that
roboting
did,
on
didn't
me
we?
again. I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause we
Discord and
went
come
from
shading
back
it.
real
Port
quick.
all the way down to Port Castellar. Yeah. Oh well.
Was that Joe?
I'm gonna leave Discord real quick and come back because you guys are roboting for me again.
Okay.
Because the same dark shade there as it is over by the heart. I think.
Okay.
Don't mess with him, poor thing.
I'm not, I mean, I might be play a robot, but my skills aren't that good.
All right.
I'm also gonna change us back to a different Discord region as well. Maybe that'll help.
Let's see if this one's more stable.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll arbitrarily set sunset at 6 o'clock. And it took you until 7 p.m. the next day to get there. We'll say 8 o'clock actually, since you guys did stop along the way to eat and stuff. And you were there for maybe an hour. So when you leave, it's 9 p.m. So it is dark for the first leg of your journey. I'm going to try to see distance-wise about where you are. So that's about 5 hours later. So about 2 in the morning, about 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Wait, am I doing my math right? 5 hours, I'm going 2 hours, hold on. 2 in the morning, 7 in the morning. So about noontime, you're about here.
Just past the river looking thing. Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of in that area around noon. If you want to stop for a bit, you can. But when you get
it's by
about
the river, so it's
here,
not bad.
so you still have maybe an hour of sunlight left when you're about here. And you guys give me a perception check.
So 21 for me.
Well, based on my rolling, I sense that this is going to be an overwhelming success.
Ears is busy
Click twice.
apparently.
Yes, yes, the streak is alive.
We have similar numbers and we roll very similarly, which is I'm so glad we have in a bigger group because when it comes to being sneaky or seeing anything, don't ask the big people to do it.
You'll have to point what we need to go hit.
It's probably because of your bird also flying around that you see something. It's off of your path. Right? Your path is going down this way.
Mm-hmm.
And off to your right, you'll be getting there at dark time if you go, but you see something over there.
We couldn't see it. I think you're on the wrong map.
Oh, yeah, I am. I wish it would ping right or whatever. You see something over that way.
Okay, so not too far off our path.
Not too far off your path, but you have about an hour of sunlight at this point in time, and that's about 4 or 5 hours of flight away. And what it looks like is a ship crashed into the top of the tree canopy.
Didn't I think they said when we were in town there they mentioned this.
That's right. Somebody's looking for an airship that never arrived.
Oh.
Or they were waiting for it and
Yeah,
hasn't
I
arrived.
will. I will point out to the rest of the group. I see something over there. Check it out. There's a ship in the trees.
Who was it? Who was it that was waiting for it?
I think it was just part of the rumor mill. I don't think we actually got anybody specific.
Yeah. It's not like a quest we picked up or anything. It was just
Point of interest.
The city folk expect an airship from Halrua, far southeast. Star goddess, but it never arrives. Probably crashed in the jungle. Well done.
Harua. That's interesting. It might actually be worth taking a look. It would. We would have to do a bit more walking, because it would put off our path. But it might be worth taking a look.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can just fly.
How far?
No,
So
I think
that's roughly 5 hours out of our
afterwards
way,
we have
right?
to walk.
So
It's
it's like over here somewhere.
yeah, it's probably 2.5 hours out of your way.
Oh,
So
okay.
then
'Cause we
5-hour
basically
round
come
trip.
back. Round trip. So we would lose 5 hours, which would just put us maybe another hex away, basically.
Yeah.
Or
Two
we
hexes.
end up even further behind, but still, we might want to
Yeah.
check it out anyway.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. We're close enough to the valley or to the gorge that I think getting there on foot, even if we lose the spell a little bit early, I think it's worth taking a look at what's there.
It would probably
Yeah.
add a day or two of walking.
That's fine. I mean, we expected that Azaga wouldn't be there for a few days until after we got there anyway. So
I was gonna say I think we anticipate like 2 or 3 days to arrive before her, so that would probably put us there when she gets there.
actually,
Joe?
more like, I think it was
Joe?
closer to-
So the thing I want to ask is, can Skywrite let me draw a cat face in the sky?
I did not see that when you linked it earlier. Let me scroll up and find it.
It says up to 10 words. I'm being liberal with the spell, if you allow it.
Can you draw pictures? Is what he's asking.
I just want to draw a cat face, right? Like
Emoji.
a circle with 2 pointy ears and then whiskers, right?
You want to do an emoji?
Yeah.
So right, does Unicode exist in this world? And has the cat face been admitted as one of the characters into the Unicode standard?
I'll say sure.
Okay. I want to draw it in the sky over that wreck.
Oh, to let her, if she happens to see it, let her know that we're there.
She might interpret it that way. That's probably a good idea.
All right, that's fair. But
I will let you guys know you've been traveling in the jungle long enough that from the ground you often don't see the sky.
Yeah, so it's unlikely
True.
for her to really see it, but
Well, it lasts for hours, so.
that's true. So there's a chance she'll see it if she's traveling.
Yeah.
Unless a malicious spellcaster casts a gust of wind.
Yeah.
Who one that hates cats?
Yes.
That's what you did. You
That's
found
all
this
of
spellcaster
them.
that hates cats.
If you're a spellcaster, that means you're often with books and scrolls and papers, and cats sit on them, so you hate them.
or your
Aren't
beakers
cats
that they
like
just push
a
off on
really
tables.
common familiar? Wait, I'm missing something here.
Meow.
They
That's
also
so
like to
your
push things.
familiar can blend in with the cats and chase them off.
Oh, okay, that must be it.
It can be the alpha cat.
Nothing might come of it,
Control.
but I just do it anyway.
All right, so you're going straight over that way.
Yeah.
All right. So you're probably getting there about 10-ish from up above.
And we're still flying for how much longer?
You are still flying until 6 p.m. the following day.
Yeah, so we'll still go without lights. Do we still have the moonlight to give us? That helps us right now, right?
There is a little bit of moonlight, yes.
Okay. So we'll continue without light until we get in, and then we'll consider the light option. What do we see as we get closer?
It looks like scattered amongst the trees There is a wooden vessel caught high in the tree branches, broken into 3 chunks. It resembles a ship, but there are differences that mark it clearly as a non-seagoing vessel. The stern is the lowest piece, hanging precariously by its rigging about 50 feet above the ground. The middle section appears to be 15 feet higher than that, and the bow section is firmly wedged into a nest of branches another 10 feet above that.
Any movement or anything like that we can see?
Hold on one moment.
Okay.
Light sources. Conspicuous crossbowman.
Yes.
That would actually be a nice change of place in this jungle.
There are some conspicuous crossbow bolts coming out of your arms. No.
Reverse porcupine.
We'll just shake it off.
My scrolling is acting weird. This is dark, so I'm going to enforce the line of sight on this one. I will show you some light sources in a moment.
So moonlight is penetrating some, but not all the way, obviously, down through the canopy.
I don't know if you wish to land and approach or approach from the air, but there you are. You see a light source over here.
Right hand side.
Okay, so there is a light source. Which part of the ship is the light source on?
Can't quite see the light source yet.
I think he's still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is not working. Okay.
Also, my vision should go out a little bit further. Well, I guess, am I using the dark vision right now? Is that what? Because we have the moonlight. So, oh, there we go. That's a light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roll20
okay.
added a new tab for dynamic lighting, so you just kind of flip switches, but it doesn't seem to always want to work.
Fair enough. Okay, so we see a light. Oh, do I see those things there?
Yes, there seems to be some people over there. They have hanging from a small branch sticking out of part of the tree wreckage seems to be a lit lantern. And there's some people kind of huddling around in the dark.
This is a view from above, right?
Yes, this is a view from above.
So they're in the middle section, it looks like, right?
Yes. You also see...
Oh, that just went by.
Turning off the lights again. Fine.
Clap on, clap off.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it's on the right layer here.
So it's not just wreckage. It looks like it's been secured.
I just explained to my kids the clapper as a concept.
Well, that's what happens when people don't get themselves regularly checked up.
I don't think that's the explanation he did with his kids. Just
The
saying.
ending on that word is significant.
The clapper was always amusing because that old lady seemed to clap herself off. You know,
Yeah.
she like sat up in bed, clapped, and then collapsed.
Yep.
So from a distance, as you close in, you can see two sections of the ship that seem to have lights hanging on it. They're not evenly leveled. They are at a slight angle, incline. So the people are kind of carefully huddling there. They seem to be cautiously looking over the edge. And as you get a little closer, you can hear them calling out to each other. You still all right over there? Yeah, we're still all right, but I think I hear movement.
Mhm.
So I will whisper to
I'll
you guys.
quietly.
Yeah, I think they're in trouble, actually.
Yeah, they might need some help, it seems.
All right. Keep quiet. Let's see how aggressive they are when I approach, okay?
I'll hide behind the big branch.
I will approach. Hello down there.
Do any of you have light sources?
No, we chose to go without light sources.
We have the
we can
eternal torch or something, but I mean,
Yeah.
other than that, we don't have anything going at the moment.
Yeah, nothing is active at the
Okay.
moment.
So a
but
couple
I
of them look around and hello down. No, that came from above. Hello?
Yes, I will. I'm approaching. I mean you no harm, so please do not strike.
Not
And
like
I
we're in
will
a
get-
position to harm anybody.
And I will float over them right there. What is their condition looking like?
They look in bad shape.
Were you the crew of the ship?
Yes, we were.
Where's your captain?
Let's see. This lady
gonna
right
go-
here. I'm captain.
Oh, I think you pinged off again. I didn't see which one you pinged. The redhead right in front of me?
Yeah,
or the
I'm
one
gonna
over-
approach since they
Okay.
don't seem to be hostile as well.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stealthily approach the part of the ship that's not occupied and start exploring it.
Captain Bravewing at your service.
Hey,
Assuming
hello,
you can
Captain.
assist us.
Possibly. I am Nexus, and I do have some companions, so do not be frightened as they approach. What happened to this ship?
Let me guess. Dragon.
Oh, I hope it wasn't the dragon.
Well, I'm not revealing myself.
Let's see, that's a good question.
I'm skulking around the unoccupied part of the ship to see if I find anything interesting meanwhile.
Hey, we're saving them. It's fine.
Legitimate salvage.
We got caught in a windstorm. I think we got blown off course. We were on our way to Port Nyanzaru.
We were up there a little bit. Man, that's been a while. We were up there a couple of months ago, I think, last, or maybe a month ago. I don't remember when last visited.
3 weeks.
Was it been 3 weeks? Okay. We had heard there was a missing airship. I'm assuming that's you guys.
Yeah, we were delayed further offshore, and then this freak storm happened. We've been here for. She kind of looks to one of the other guys there. I think 6 days, ma'am, Captain. 6, maybe 7 days. You wouldn't happen to have any food and water, would you?
Yeah,
Or
I'm sure.
mayonnaise? No.
I can help you. I can help you with that.
Yeah, let's
I can help you with that.
Yeah,
I can help you with that.
Yes, Twillin, go ahead and get him some food.
I swap in Goodberry with my item that lets me swap in a prepared spell, and then I cast it, and I give them each a Goodberry, and then I fly over and give the other 2 a Goodberry.
A couple of them kind of look at it suspiciously, but the captain, apparently knowing what they are, eats hers, and then the others follow suit.
That should hold you over for a while.
Ears make me a actually, no, you don't need to. And I think just ears at the moment. Let's see, Fixer, Thrak, and Abella are still hanging down over there. None of you 3 have dark vision, right?
No.
Okay, so ears. You see down on the ground below what looks like several humanoids kind of moving around the trees and the wreckage that has fallen to the ground.
Okay. Can I tell any more about?
Not from up here, no.
I will, once I've explored this section, I will move down stealthily along the tree trunk and the branches to get a better look.
I kind of yell out to them and say, "Is everything okay over there?"
Yes, guys. Go ahead. Hold on. Let me go bring my friends. Okay. I'm gonna go and lead them so they don't have to use a light.
Okay.
So I'll bring them over so you guys can come on over to me.
So when you were exploring here, it looks like most of anything that would have been stored in the ship has fallen. You have a hole on the deck here that kind of looks down into the hold, but there's nothing there. You have the people on the top, but when you looked, you started climbing down the tree trunk, you said?
I'm moving along the tree trunk stealthily to get a better idea of what's down there.
Okay, so if you start to climb down, or float down, or whatever, when you get to within your dark vision range, it's a little bit lit up enough with the ambient light that it looks like there's several ghouls down there.
Oh, joy.
Just kind of looking upward as they walk around underneath the wreckage of the ship.
Okay, that doesn't sound fun. I'll head back up and I guess at this point make myself known, come over, and basically explain that. Yeah, so the thing down there seems to be ghouls. This jungle is full of undead, and this is yet another sample.
Yeah, the crash might have attracted them.
I was thinking helping get down from here might not be as useful as yeah.
Well, we should kill the ghouls first then.
Probably.
You guys doing okay up here? We can go down and take care of the ghouls real quick.
You want me to go down there real quick? I think I can get most of them.
Yeah.
Just scare them for a while.
Oh yeah, you could go down and just scare them off, right?
I think I could just hover over them too. I don't even have to get close.
Yep. Go ahead. I will hover with him just in case things go bad, and blast anybody who happens to resist or something.
Okay. You can't see in the dark, so somebody's going to need a light.
Oh right.
I have my flaming sword.
Oh,
yes.
There you go.
I can turn on my own light source.
You can draw the sword and turn on the light source. The ghouls
drop a torch on them and set them on fire.
The ghouls are scattered around. They're not like in a tight bunch until your sword starts to glow. And then they all turn and look at you and start to get closer to you, conveniently within turn undead range.
Woo!
I'll wait till I can get as many. If I need to actually smack one or two, I'll wait until I can get all of them in range, and then
you can hover like 10 feet above them, so...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
But there seems to be 8 of them down there, so you can get them all within range and do it. What DC do they need to save?
Can't they just shoot them from up here?
Probably could. At least I could.
Until they give up and run away.
Wisdom save DC 12.
It's going to be a lot of arrows. Somebody with magic things could probably do better.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how he does first, and then I'll...
It's called practice.
It's okay. I have an ice knife for waiting for the survivors.
Well, I mean, there's no point using anything other than cantrips, right?
Oh no, these are my short rest spells. What are you talking about?
Right.
Warlock. Whatever.
Joe, I'm just going to ask, are you rolling for all 68 of them? Because this will be a minute.
No,
there's 8.
8.
Oh, I'm sorry. 68. I heard 68. I was like, okay, that's a lot.
Well, you don't have to worry about rolling name at that point. They'd be so tightly grouped up.
Yeah, if there were 68 of them, just drop a fireball.
Yeah, that's time to like drop some big spells there.
I don't even think I even remotely have anything that big. I don't know. I got alchemist tools. I'll make something.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. So 3 of them start to leave.
Not nearly as good as we hoped. All right. I blast the rest with an ice knife.
Is that cantrip?
Is not a cantrip. It's first level spell.
Oh.
But I will use my warlock spell slot instead.
I was gonna say you could cantrip them to death.
Yeah.
I'm about to say I could just land and whack them.
Yeah. They're ghouls. What am I trying to do? Okay. Yep.
So
just start.
You can spend a few rounds casting cantrips at them. I'm assuming one of them will go down. You injure a couple others before they turn and follow their brethren that ran. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ghouls
I can also
somewhat
go
intelligent.
down there, repair them, disengage, slough back up.
Yeah. All right.
So you guys are down there dealing with that.
Abella just floats up there and she's like pouting. She goes, "They have all the fun."
So let me move. We have Nexus is down there.
Yeah,
just remember, that's only a cure for a minute. After a minute, after they're done fleeing, they can always just turn around and come back.
Yeah, but if we're already scaring away their other friends, they're not going to want to come back.
Probably not.
If I would have realized of how useful being able to see in the dark would have been, I probably could have used one of my things to actually just have, I think it's like goggles of dark vision or something.
Goggles of night?
Yeah. Because that's one of the options I can put together.
It's a useful one.
Yeah, I need a pair of those.
All right.
We all need a pair of those. It's like, seriously.
So you 3 that are down there dealing with the ghouls, give me a perception check.
Okay.
If you make a pair, could you make them into like an eye patch and then we can just share them?
Oh.
Nice.
24.
Oh, look at that. I rolled above my passive perception for one.
Okay, so you guys are down probably about...
keep up the standard.
70 feet below the wreckage. About 60 feet below the wreckage. So 60 feet up, while you guys are scaring away the ghouls, you hear something very loud moving through the tree canopy very fastly up there. Everybody else, give me a perception check as well. Abella, Fixer, and not Twillin.
Bella is not rolling well today.
Abella, this comes out. Everybody can roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Where's my dude? There he is.
Wow.
Oh wait, I have advantage in
Is the
initiative.
tracker up? Wait, where's the tracker? Oh, okay.
I'll be taking whatever my second roll is.
Oh, it didn't go through, did it?
It's okay. He has advantage. So.
Oh, there we go. That's normal.
Didn't. Where is it?
Um,
Did it just freeze? No.
Woohoo! My 8.
your second roll didn't come through.
Yeah, there we go. That's good.
Oh no, it's one of them.
Those things are so nice.
Right.
Hey, we've learned quite a bit since we last fought one.
All right, Twillin and Abella, you guys are surprised, so you don't get to do anything this round. Ears, you are down below and you hear this thing moving 60 feet up through the canopy. You can fly. I'm going to say you guys have a fly speed of 30 feet.
Okay. So I will use my feline agility to move double my speed. And get up there. And what do I see if I get up there?
Nothing yet.
Do I see anything in the trees?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, multiples.
They are, this one here is like on the underside of the ship there. This one here is running down one of
We
the...
can't see what you're pinging.
Is it doing it? Oh, I had to move
If
them
you're
over there.
pinging.
So this one here is on the underside of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
This one here seems to have been coming from this branch, was hopping down to that one before they go. And this one here is climbing down from above.
Okay. So then on my way up, as soon as I see them, I would like to hide behind the nearest branch. These branches are big enough, right?
You can
So
get underneath this one.
Is there anything like further down when I see them before I get too close, or not so much?
Not so much.
Okay. All right, then I'll hide.
Or you can like go over here, hide underneath the torn canopy.
Sure, that sounds like a good plan.
This is the highest section of ship. This is 10 feet lower, and this one down here is 15 feet lower than the previous one.
So I will hide for my... That's not bad. And then fire an arrow. At, I guess, the closest one.
You probably have a better line of sight on this one since it's on the underside of the ship as well.
Yep. There we go. I'm guessing either one of those would hit. So 18. Assuming 29 was a successful stealth roll.
Oh, yeah.
And then with the remainder of my movement, I will try to put some distance between me and them. And yell to everybody else that there are 3 zombie gorillas coming in.
Okay. Unfortunately, that does not give them... Fixer, you are up there. You hear ears shouting about zombie gorillas, but you don't see anything.
I'll raise the crossbow, and when I see one...
Oh, wait, you're surprised. Never mind.
Am I?
Yeah, you're
like, what? Zombie girls? Where?
You roll...
15.
Oh, you had a 15. No, you heard them.
Yeah, I'll just raise the crossbow, and when I see one, he's gonna get a couple bolts. But until I see one, I'm not gonna peek over the edge and look for him.
It was Abella and Twillin that are surprised. You can see one from there.
What,
I
here?
think. Yes. No, wait, you do not have dark vision, so no, you can't. Sorry. I just checked your visibility.
Yeah, I'll just move to where I'm actually in, like, the torchlight, and then...
Okay, you can ready an attack then.
Yep.
Nexus.
All right. You said I have a speed of 30.
Yeah, flight speed of 30.
All right. So, and I'm how many feet away then from them?
You're 60 feet below this part of the ship.
So I can see them then. I have because my vision is on 120, so I should be able to see them.
So
even way
you
down
can
here.
see this one because it's on the underside of the ship. These 2 are higher and blocked by branches.
Oh, so the other 2 are above it, right?
Yes.
I'll still move up, just so I can eventually get up there, just the 30 feet. And then I'll go ahead and target that one. Yeah, we don't want all 3 of them. Would I do Earthing Grasp? Earthing Grasp would still work in the trees, right? It doesn't say it has to be on the ground.
It should work.
Okay. And I will give him disadvantage on his save to do so, because they're probably strong, so... because it's a strength saving throw, but I'll give it a try anyways. Yeah. Strength of DC 15. Wow, crappy ass damage.
But the grabbing that matters.
Yeah. So
it fails.
Sweet. So he is grabbed and takes whole 3 damage. And he's considered restrained, just so you know.
Yep. You know what? That icon can't be seen very well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make restrained, remember, if I forget, green.
Gotcha. Restrained is green. All right. And so he is unable to move.
All right, their turn. He can make a strength save as his action to be able to move, right?
It is his turn. It is his action, yes. Because I think he gets at like the end of his turn, technically. Let me see. Hold on. As an action, no, that's mine. To break out the restraint, you can use its action to make a strength check against your spell C. It's a strength check.
Okay.
On it, yeah.
But it's its action.
Yes.
So if he does break free, he can still move.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
Does your disadvantage last till the end of its turn, or just for that one for the initial casting?
I think it's just the one. Hold on. Saving throw, you spend to give the target the spell disadvantage on the first saving throw made against the spell. So just the first one.
It doesn't matter. He fails anyway.
He is stuck there.
Okay, this one here out of nowhere, Abella, this giant. You weren't here the first time, so I will show you this.
Oh yes, you did not meet them last time.
Nope. I got no idea what these things are or what they look like.
That is
Oh,
what
you're
they look
not
like.
pretty.
No.
Not pretty. Got it.
They are very efficient in what they do, and that is try to eat us.
Yeah, this rotting four-armed zombie gorilla lands with a thud on the deck. The whole deck kind of shimmies slightly when it lands, and it is going to attack. It is first going to attempt to grab. That guy right there.
Aw.
So I just see a guy in the light just get yoinked.
Well, the
Do you have a
gorilla's
ready
in the
action
light,
for
so
that?
you should be able to strike, right?
I
Grapple.
think you're about to. Yeah, he is within the light now, so you can make
Oh,
your attack
son
of
of a gun. These guys again.
opportunity attack.
Say that again. I get an attack of opportunity. Is that
No,
right?
Fixer
No,
does.
no. Fixer had
Oh, Fixer does.
yeah,
Okay.
because he had my brain just turned off.
There it is.
He had
Oh,
a
that's
ready
right.
action. That's what the word I was looking for.
I'd just like to note that once Ears yelled that there was something out there, my weapons came out.
You were
I need to remember. I remember I have that dancing sword. I just thought that's a bonus action.
Yeah, that's right.
21.
Nice.
You hit.
Do I only get the one attack, or do I
just
get
the one.
Oh, okay. Eat magical bolt.
Somebody look up grab attack. Is it a normal attack or is it a opposed strength roll for me?
I think you make an attack and then. Didn't we do this last time?
We did.
Well, it's either
It's a grapple, and it's usually the
grapple's opposed.
attacker makes an athletics check, and the defender can make an athletics or acrobatics check to
Yeah.
defend.
When you grab a creature, you make. You can wrestle with it. You can use an attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple.
Okay, yeah, opposed strength athletics versus dex or acrobat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So opposed strength athletics. Versus acrobatics. And this guy has exhaustion, so he is at disadvantage on this.
Oh, this poor guy.
He just had a nice good berry.
I know.
Not that it would help him.
Okay, so Thrak and Nexus. You see a guard. You hear the guard first as its scream gets louder, and it is introduced to the ground at high speed.
Oh.
I remember that feeling.
And then Abella, it is going to bite at you.
I'm going to guess he didn't look like he survived that encounter with the ground.
No, he did not. I think a 12 misses. It is then going to claw at you twice.
His grab wait, his grab thing, unless he's got is that usually counts as one of his attacks.
One of his attacks, yes.
Oh, okay.
He has multi-attack,
gotcha.
so he can give up one of them for a grab.
Oh, so he's got like a bite and 3 claws?
Bite and
Crazy.
5 or 4 claws.
Oh, 5 attacks.
Holy.
And it's bite. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Y'all guys don't remember when this thing got a hold of me and practically knocked me out almost in the first round.
No, I honestly don't remember that. But okay.
So, Abella, a crit for 9 slashing.
Okay.
And then for its third attack on you, it is going to attempt to grab and throw you. Make a opposed athletics, strength athletics, or dex acrobatics.
Be disappointed.
Yeah.
He's going to be very disappointed.
Oh, right. Never mind. I was all excited to use the spell I've been wanting to use the entire time we're here, but we can fly right now.
It's not going to be useful in this case.
This was the right time to encounter this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it grabs you and throws you off, and you can go probably about 15 feet before you kind of level out. And it watches you and then roars angrily. The other one.
Yeah, they're mad when they can't get their way.
The other one. Let's see. It's gonna move. As a bonus action, it can move its speed towards a hostile creature that it can see and attack. So it's gonna scramble down to that guy.
This guard is gonna get wasted.
Bite at him.
Oh, damn.
Still alive?
No. It falls to the ground, and then it's going to continue its movement around this way.
Oh no, not the captain.
I'm just a statue.
Oh, we may not have to worry about saving him. They might all die in this fight.
Apparently.
We will go 1 attack on each of you, starting with the guard, then Fixer. Then he'll figure out his last one afterwards.
Another dead guard.
They don't seem dead yet.
Oh, we might be able to pick them back up.
Fixer, miss. The captain, also a miss. And then the last one, even, will go on the captain. It'll go on the captain. And miss again. And then it roars at you guys. And then Twillin, you are up now. No longer surprised. You can see these monstrosities moving over in the light on the other ship there.
Okay, does using a spell scroll take an action like casting a spell? I mean, is it actually casting a spell?
It uses the same on the errata. It says it uses the same action the normal spell would take. Whatever the normal spell takes, whatever action.
So it does act like for example, I can't do it with a bonus action that's casting another spell. Like for example, normally to cast a spell as a bonus action, I can use my normal action to cast a cantrip with 1 action. I can't use that action to use the spell scroll, can I?
No. Wait. No.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, the scroll is just like casting a spell, even if you didn't have the capability before.
Okay.
Yeah, it counts like a casting spell. Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I say, excuse me, guys. I step forward into the air a little bit, taking out that scroll, and I cast Mass Cure Wounds, centered on the spindle here.
Okay.
So So I believe it's 3d8 plus my wisdom up, right?
Yes.
You probably max them out because they only have 7 hit points or something, or 6 or whatever it is.
Can you hit the zombie grills with it?
Yeah, you can heal them if you want.
It has no effect on undead.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt undead.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What's the range on that?
It's like I thought it was like within like 30 feet at least, but I'm not sure. Let me look it up again. I know it's like it creates a radius of 30 feet. Mass cure wound, 60 feet range.
Wow.
Oh.
30 foot radius sphere. Each target gains hit points equal to 3d8 plus.
Okay, so
14.
30 feet, which you should be in range for that. So you should be able to heal it.
So everybody within 30 feet of that spindle.
There you go.
Yeah, you can choose up to 6 targets, and there's 4 there, plus Abella's 5, so yeah, you can choose everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to do like magic stone for the guys behind me, but can't do it and do that.
So the guy with the green is restrained right now, right?
Yes.
Yes. That slot.
So Bella would have advantage in all her attacks against him. I might not to get to see him alive.
That's, of course, if she goes for that one. She could go for one of the ones attacking the others, though. So.
And as a point of reference, the guy that fell took 29.
Oh!
Ouch.
Dead.
More than double, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the hard choice. The restrained one isn't harming anybody, but it's so much easier to hit.
Abella, you're up.
This one here, technically I can't see because I don't have dark vision, and I don't even see him in my scope.
Isn't there dim light from the torch for another?
She can see as much light as
I
it provides.
can see up to here.
Yeah. So you're better off going after one of the other ones. You're fine.
So my game plan is this is the one that threw me, correct?
Yes, it is.
So my game plan is to go up to him and scream in his face, right back at him, and I'm gonna slice at him.
So this one you'd also have advantage on, wouldn't you?
This one you would have advantage on because he's got allies. This one you're going to have disadvantage on because he's in dim light.
Yeah, so you're actually better off going after the other one than that one.
Well, I'm going to yell at this one, and I'm going to slice at this one.
Intimidation tactics, I like it. I'm going to kill all your friends.
Right.
It's like, she's going to attack. Wait, not me? Huh.
So that's
nice.
2 with the Yucca and 1 with the longsword.
Thank goodness for advantage.
Yeah.
All 3 hit. So for 11, 19.
Not too shabby.
Not very shabby at all. Ears, you are up.
It's okay. You got mine, Ears.
I still have movement, right?
Yes, you had 15 feet of movement left.
And how tall are they?
About 10 feet.
10 feet. Oh no, because if I move up, that's still an attack of opportunity. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep where I'm at.
Oh wait, was
Right.
Threk not in the initiative tracker?
I don't think he was,
Nope.
because I don't remember him going at all.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also not there.
You're not that far away. I believe you were.
It would still take me around to get there, so
You
I'm
were
perfectly
turning
fine.
undead down by the
Yeah,
trees. He
and
was
you were
probably closest to the
surprised.
trees. Oh,
So,
right. So he lost his surprise
roll
round.
initiative.
So
We'll factor you
I
in
did.
this time.
I'm good. As I said, it's still going to take me around to get there. And
Oh no,
whatnot,
it's perfect
Yeah.
time because he's going to go right after ears, so it's perfect.
You're 60 feet down, right? So if you move up, you're like 30 feet away from us. You could do something from that distance.
Or double move to get to
Harsh
60
language.
Cast a spell, turn undead from 30 feet away. I mean, you have
I can only do the turn undead thing once.
oh, I didn't know.
I'm a paladin, not a cleric.
All right. I'm gonna try hiding behind one of the other pieces of cloth, moving around, or this branch, let's say, because I want to focus fire.
You don't really have to hide on his case, considering he's, at least not.
Well,
until the
no,
end of the fight.
I think I'm gonna leave this one alone. I wanna take that one down.
Okay, yeah, you're already going to get your sneak attack
Focus
on him.
Fire.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
there
I
is...
don't have to be in melee for that?
No, he's got allies. He's got...
Oh, no,
yeah.
sneak attack, yes, but I want advantage.
Right.
So I'm going to try hiding.
Oh, you have advantage too already.
Oh, okay. I thought it was...
Because
Okay.
he's got too many people around him.
Then I'll hide after. Alright, I'm shooting him and hiding after. Blink! Hoo-hoo! Wow.
Mm.
So you throw the sheet up in the air and poof, you're gone.
11 plus 20, so 31.
Please tell me there's a dead monkey in my face. Or a re-dead.
There's been a dead monkey in your face. And in fact, a big, huge chunk of its chest goes leaving its body at a rapid pace attached to an arrow, which it seems to be pissed off at that.
Excellent. I hide.
You just made him more angry. Do you only get the one shot?
Yeah,
He's a rogue.
Oh right, rogue.
It's just my sneak attack goes up and up and up.
Gotcha.
3d6 right now.
Thrak, you're up. You hear this commotion 60 feet above you in the trees.
Did you just say 60 feet? Yeah, it's going to take me around just a movement to get into line of sight.
Wait, but last round you would have moved up, right? No?
No, he was surprised.
Yeah, he's surprised.
Oh.
Yeah, so he lost his last time.
So
move right now.
Move.
Oh, right.
This one here, if you have anything with a, I want to say a 10 to 15 foot range, you can move up to and attack him because he's on the underside of this ship, and this ship is... Oh wait, this ship is higher than the other one. Never mind. You'd need a 20 foot range.
That's the lowest part of it, isn't it?
No, the lowest part is the stern.
Oh, that's the higher part.
This is the middle, this is the higher part. I was slightly confused.
Okay. All right.
Well, regardless, I still need to move because all I see is the undead around me.
All right, so if you want to double move, you may do so. Because of diagonals, you can put yourself basically anywhere.
Yay for flight.
You coming up underneath the ship?
Is that under it, or is that still beside it?
No,
he's under the ship.
He's under it. You'd be coming up from under it, yeah.
What I'm saying is if I come up, I don't want to go through the ship. I want to go around the ship.
Yeah, I'm assuming you don't want to go through the ship either.
Him? Or are you going to
Hold on. Right now, you are still under the ship. So if you want to put yourself there, the ship's above you.
I wouldn't have line of sight on anything yet.
This guy you would, because he's also under the ship.
Okay, so you're saying I can get there and I can see him.
Yes.
And he's restrained. Yeah, he cannot move.
And he's within 15 feet of me?
He is. He was 70 feet up, and you can fly 60 if you double
Well,
move.
if I double move. Well, if I double move, I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only move.
So if you
within
move
that.
30, he's still now 30 feet because that was the higher section of the ship.
Yeah, I'm just going to double move. I'm not even going to worry about him. I'm just going to keep on going. He's restrained. He is not my problem.
Okay. Fixer, you are up. You have a dead gorilla in your face.
I can take reactions on my turn if need be, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to move back 5 feet so I can shoot him. Oh, before I do that, though, I'm going to toss out the longsword and get that going.
Okay. You are going to
That-
provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. I got shield. I'm gambling.
He will take it.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going to use shield and have that miss.
Okay.
Toss out the longsword and have that hit him. Because that's a bonus action.
I really like
Oh.
shield.
That'll be funny if it takes him out and then
Oh,
he didn't have to move.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Attack with the sword. 16 for 8.
It didn't attack
Oh.
two-handed? Why wouldn't it attack two-handed?
The dancing longsword is considered two-handed. What are you talking about? Of course it is.
It's not like it's using its other hand for something else.
That's it.
Where do you want the sword?
Yeah, that's fine. Right where I used to be.
I can just see him. He just holds up his sword like, I challenge you, and then lets it go and steps back. Get him!
All right. So the sword slashes at it, and it roars again.
I mean, because we all know that the crossbow is the more noble weapon.
That's right. Go ahead, crossbow him. Let's see if you can get the final shot on him. Kill this guy.
Crossbow bolt number 1.
Ooh, 14.
14.
That's going to take it out.
Sweet.
Can I see its friend?
I think you can see both of its friends.
Can you see it? It's in dim light, yes, so you can see this guy with disadvantage.
14 for 9.
14 is going to hit. Any other movement?
Nope. That's good for me, unless you have another monkey that comes up behind me.
Nexus, you are up.
That can be arranged.
All right, I will squeeze this guy. He has to make another strength saving throw. Wow. There's some damage there.
I'm giving him a massage.
All right, well,
Aw.
he takes half. He takes 2 points of damage. Eat that, zombie creature.
He happily eats it and asks for more.
I'm sure. Hey, he's still restrained. He still can't do anything. Okay.
Anything else?
Not really. I'll move up a little bit more, I guess, just so that like if this guy goes away, I can start attacking the other guy. Actually, I'll move a little bit. I'll move to kind of like in between them, so I can.
Okay. All right. As a saving throw.
Woo!
No, he's stuck there. I love this.
Oh, I forgot something.
Oh.
It's not another monkey, is it? I mean, I was kidding.
No, it's not another monkey. This
their
one
mother.
has to make a Constitution saving
right,
throw.
zombie thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
zombies might go down.
DC is 5 plus the damage taken. It took 14. That's a DC 19. It is still up.
Look at that.
So would the second crossbow bolt go against it then?
No, because it fell over. I would assume it's done and hit the guy behind him. I forgot to double tap.
Yeah. So on its turn, it stands up. And it's going to flail at, let's see, it's going to attack Abella, the captain, and the guard over there.
Poor guard.
It is very mad at Abella, though, because she did not fall and squish like she was supposed to.
Has 4 arms, doesn't mean it has to use all of them. I'm just saying.
I mean, there is me over there that shot at it.
Yeah, but there's people in the way that it can more easily deal with.
Whoops.
So guard number 1.
I was trying to help.
Hey, I'm holding off one of them at the moment. Okay, your job is to kill the others. Come on, you guys, pick it up.
My job is to make sure you guys don't die. This is more of a secondary position.
Does exhaustion grant advantage on attacks?
I think one of the levels might.
No, I don't think so.
It's only a disadvantage on skill checks.
Yeah.
On skill checks, yeah, not on attacks.
Okay, but their hit point max is halved. Alright, so that misses him. For the captain. That misses her.
Oh, 4 levels.
And Abella. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, that gets me.
That's 7 slashing. And claw number 2.
Ooh.
Also a 22.
He was really mad at you. Saved all of its good attacks for you.
For 8 more slashing. And then just for good measure, it's going to reach up and bite at you, but I believe a 14 misses.
Yeah, that misses.
And then the last one here is also going to attack Abella since you are there.
Ruh-roh.
We're just going to do all of them on you there.
Oh, you get 5 attacks.
Miss.
Miss, and a... My intimidation roar in his face really got to him.
Apparently.
3 miss. 4 miss.
Miss.
Oh,
Ooh, that one got me.
finally one of them gets you.
It's getting angrier and angrier as it goes, and finally the last one hits you for 8.
Bella, note to self: don't tempt the GM.
Twillin, you are up.
Unless you got magic to help.
Okay. I move here and lightning bolt.
Ooh.
Let me see. Okay. So if we do... is that angle okay? I don't know if it's...
Is that going to hit Abella? No, I guess not.
At this point, actually, I'm not too concerned about hitting Abella. If it does fringe her, I'm not too worried.
Well, I don't think you can hit the back one anyways, because the back one is below them.
It is?
The back
one
one
here?
is above.
No, he's above. So actually, yeah. He would hit him.
Yeah, so you could get either 2 or 4.
Yep.
Abella could take a lightning bolt. She's got this.
So I can get 4 of them? What do you mean?
He means Abella as well.
Yes.
I think if you're one,
if you go for all 3,
lower,
you're gonna
you
hit
might be fine.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go for the third one over there. I'm not that concerned about it. It's underneath too, so I'm gonna focus on these 2. Those are the only 2 I want.
Okay.
So, lightning bolt, crack a boom.
Then you guys can focus fire on the one I'm holding.
Oh.
DC 14 for 28.
All right, the first one, this one here.
The one that has 1 hit point?
I don't have to make this save, or do
No,
I?
You don't. No, you don't. Oh, he makes it, but he's still going to take half, which will still drop.
He
And
took
the
14, so he
second
needs. Yeah, he still needs to make a 19 save.
Oh, the second one failed though, so he takes the full.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did I mention they have a resistance to light? No.
No, you didn't mention that.
All right, this one
Well,
needs a Constitution save, DC 19.
It's what brings them back to life. And now they're
Oh, what the hell?
This
What the
one
hell?
turns
Are you
and just
That's a double crit. That's a
Stupid zombie.
double crit. I'm so impressed. I'm not even disappointed. Yeah.
that thing will not go down.
No.
Bella, you're up.
Fuck.
What
Okay,
was that?
take that thing down.
Which one was that double critted the thing came back?
Yeah,
That one?
first
Yeah, the one with
Yeah.
1 hit point. Yeah.
You got
So
one
keep
hit
hitting
point.
it
You
as
just
soon
have
as
to
it
kill
doesn't
him.
come back up.
Yeah, he just gets a save every time you do a death blow on him.
And
So
you have
wail
advantage.
on him, and hopefully he'll drop him at 1 point.
All right.
If you crit him, you can't.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
if you crit him, he goes down.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to go after him then. Do my 3.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay.
That last one doesn't hit.
Yeah, because
Well, no,
save
it's good. They get advantage, don't they? Because he's
Yes.
Oh
still
yeah, you
surrounded.
do get advantage. Yes.
If
So I
he's
get
still
advantage on
up,
all of them.
So this is
Yeah.
going to be if one of them takes him down, you can use those attacks on the other one.
That's what I was going to ask, but
Right. Obviously, the last one would miss then if that's the case, because you wouldn't have advantage on the last one. Okay.
Yes. So the first one, his DC is going to be 10. Takes him
finally.
down.
Of course he goes down. Well, at
Oh,
least you
he's too busy roaring defiance at lightning.
you like roaring, and you just like shove your sword into his mouth to shut him up.
And
and I turn, I take the other one, I just stab at him as well and yell
Yep.
at him in his face. You yell at me, I'm going to yell back. Ah!
All right, Ears, you're up.
I will, from my hiding spot, shoot them. The one that's right there.
That one you won't have advantage on, I don't think, right?
I'm
Hiding.
hidden.
Oh, with the hiding.
At
you
the end
would,
of
yeah.
last turn, I did.
Okay, yeah, you would.
So 17. Then I'll reposition somewhere interesting and hide again.
Don't forget, you can fly. You could literally just drop off the side of the ship and just hover.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
You
flying
can't
around
hide there though.
behind different branches, piece of cloth, whatever.
Oh, you dropped that one too. Yes! Focus fire on this one. I got it.
Yeah, big hits are a lot harder to come back from.
Yeah.
Thrak, you are up.
I maxed out on the one. He came back just fine.
Go after him, Thrak. You got this.
We need
have
somebody with
advantage.
light. We need somebody with light because
He's got his flaming sword. What do you want?
Yeah, your sword is lit.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can get to that guy and you have advantage on the attack because he's restrained.
Just don't stay under him when you hit him, because he.
Alright, well, let's see what happens. I don't have to use a bonus action to light my sword.
No,
It's already lit.
it is.
The god of death wants his monkey back.
Yes. Please.
Okay, I can't be disappointed with that.
Nice.
That's definitely going to hit.
Alright, and you know what? I'm throwing a smite on this. I'm going to make this a second level smite. So that's going to be
Smite as well.
3d8.
Since he has his sword lit, is there any way to put a lighter onto him? Because we would, those without dark vision would be able to see him or not?
Oh, yeah.
He's casting. Oh, you mean on the map? Yeah.
Yeah, he's glowing, so you'll be able to see him.
What is the torch is 40 feet bright light, right?
I think.
And then another 40.
I'll look it up. Go ahead and do your next attack if you wish.
Well, that's just agitating. He's still up after that?
He is still
Hardly
up.
been hit. Okay, look, my spell is super damaging. It just holds him in place, okay?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the amount of damage I just dished out. That's 29 points.
Yeah, but that's literally like, besides my spells, it's the first time he's been touched. So
So I
20
still
feet,
have
right?
advantage. So does 14 hit?
A 14 will hit.
So that'll be 22.
so 22 on his second hit.
You know what? I don't trust it. I'm gonna smite him with a first level smite.
And there's some nice fire in that, so that's good.
Oh, you just lit up the whole
That
blaze.
is a little bit more
Wow,
than
that's a
you meant.
bright sword.
You just lit up the entire blaze.
Might have been 20 yards rather than 20 feet.
Yeah, I don't know what you did. Like 20 squares? Like, what did you do?
It's bright light out to 40 feet and dim light for an additional 40 feet. That thing glows.
Oh goodness. Oh, when you light that thing up, you're like a giant beacon. Jesus.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't light it very often when y'all guys are like, we need to hide. Okay, this stays off. So that's going to be another 11 points of radiant damage.
That thing is like the Luxor spotlight saying, here I am.
That's why y'all guys are like, hey, you want to have some light out here? I was like, no.
Oh wait, the radiant damage would kill it too, but I don't know if
14 kept it up. However, the additional radiant keeps it from going down. I mean, keeps it from coming back.
Yeah, so it's dead.
I'm good at killing dead things.
It was still up after the previous smite. The second attack would have killed it, but the radiant makes sure it doesn't save.
Yeah. Good job.
And it falls to the ground and thuds. The other two can be pushed off.
Yeah, we'll just shove them off. Oh.
I go over to the one that I killed and I hold it up and by the head and I go, "Do we want another souvenir?"
No, we're good without that. That thing's huge.
All right.
And it stinks.
I'll
never
come
wanted
over
the first
to the crew there and say, "Welcome to Chult. Have a nice day."
The captain kind of eases her way to the edge and grabs the rope and peers over.
We can assist you getting down if that's what
Poor Nahar.
Yeah, sorry. We couldn't save all of you.
We're glad to be alive still.
Yeah, let's get you out of these
trees.
trees.
How far up are they again?
Like 70 feet, right?
Something like that, yeah.
We can get you to the floor. I mean, it'll be a tough travel back to from here on foot, but better than being up in the trees, I assume.
Well, we might still have some supplies down below if we can get some rest. Up here, it's just been so hard because stuff is always around, but if we can get some rest, we should be okay, I think.
You know what? We'll take a rest with you and keep an eye on you. Help you guys, make sure you guys get through the night. We could use a rest anyways. I suggested we were going to use a rest at some point. Might as well be now. Sound okay to everybody?
Sure thing. Works for me.
I could use it.
Okay. So I'm gonna get with Fixer, and I'm gonna be like, okay, Fixer, if Abella and I can move the ship, the pieces of the ship that aren't embedded on this tree limb here, can you mend all that?
No. It would take like 3 days of mending for all that.
I think mending was like a foot cube.
Yeah, it's like mending.
Yeah, but it's also only a cantrip, so you can literally spam it every 6 seconds.
It's not designed to fix stuff like this.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 1 foot.
A break of up to a foot.
We used it on the canoe, remember?
Yeah, that was.
It had a small hole in it.
That was a small
made by a
hole
goblin.
But we also have the materials.
This is like giant tree.
It's not the amount of materials.
Yeah, we're not repairing this thing.
It's the size of the repair.
The size of the individual breakages.
Yeah, like literally, it's torn in 3 pieces. You can't mend that back together.
Now, if you want to break up the planks, you can mend the planks and then start re-hammering them back into place.
What made this thing fly? Because what if we just like repaired just a small section, and then whatever made it fly, they can just kind of limp their way to the city?
Magical air balloon.
Oh, you mean the blue that's all the way
Yes.
around
Blue
this thing?
cloth.
Say the
That
cloth
was-
that's all torn to shreds.
Yeah.
That was part of the air bladder.
Okay. Well, mending won't fix that. Okay. So we'll get you down to the ground. We'll rest with you. So we'll help them get down to the ground with the flying. Some of us can carry them down. So not me, but somebody else.
I have a question on that because I was thinking
Yes.
about it during the thing. My one ability that I can do is I can move an object or objects up to 500 pounds willingly, levitate, and slowly bring them down to the ground.
Oh,
Is that something I can do with all of them?
how often can you do that?
Once per day. Once per long rest.
Oh, okay. So you set up to 500
Like, could I
pounds?
sit them? Like, could I sit them on an area and just lift them all, and or most of them?
500 pounds, not.
That will get
I mean,
two,
or
all
like,
of them.
maybe three.
like
of them?
not all of them, but like maybe like 2 or 3 of them or something, or
You want to like make a harness or something and levitate that.
Well, with
no,
all of us,
I could just cast it on them.
with all of us flying, we could probably.
But I mean,
bring
they're
them
multiple
down. If
targets,
some-
right? So
just-
multiple uses. Right?
Yeah, right. Well,
I
I would
think
it's
it's
more
have
for
to
like
do it
future reference of whether or not this would work, so she knows for sure. Because obviously we're not in a rush, but
Right. I was thinking in this case, just have it ready if somebody starts falling. For some
oh,
reason.
that's true too.
Okay, so presumably getting him down will be fairly easy with all
Yeah.
this flying around stuff. The question we have is like, how are we going to get them out of here while we still go toward our goal? Would that lady in the tree be able to do something like maybe teleport them out or something? I'm asking the group.
We only get
I'm not
one
asking
chance
the player.
to contact her for an emergency,
Okay.
and so because remember that her item is a one-use item.
I think this is a good use for that, saving 5 people.
I think they said they can probably hold their own once they've rested with the supplies.
Well,
you guys, have you guys been through this jungle before?
Not on ground, but
Oh,
you know, once we have a chance to rest, my men are fairly capable.
so maybe have Osaka escort him back to civilization?
we could. We have a guide that we're meeting. That's a few days to the south. If you want, to come with us, although that means we'd have to walk the whole way instead of flying. But if you want to come with us down south more, we could have that guide escort you back up north. She's very good at what she does.
That means she wouldn't be coming with us. But...
Yes, it would mean we would lose her, but I think it's a valid sacrifice, assuming they're willing to do that.
But if they're pretty confident in their ability,
Right now,
to
any
get through,
time is time we didn't have previously, so a few days south is fine with us.
Okay. Yeah, we'll lose Osaka, but I think
we may come up with another option on the way there.
True. Yeah. Plus, we have those allies of the elven lady. We might run into them, and they could be more helpful. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll rest with you, and we'll head south in our direction. We'll still have the flight for a few hours, so we can at least make it easier to guide us where we're going, and less chance of getting lost. But after that, after tomorrow night, right? That's when it ends. Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay. So
tomorrow at sunset.
Yeah, we're all walking.
So yeah, you can slow down your pace. And then, because they'll be walking on foot, and you are from here basically 6 days away from the wreck,
Yeah,
from the gorge.
Yeah, she might actually run into us while we're walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep writing signals in the sky. So
over our current location.
Well, where we're headed. So we presumably we can meet up with her on the way if she spots them. If not, we'll get there.
Okay.
Or the dragon will be interested in the cat in the sky.
Yeah.
Which will be fun too.
The dragon attacks your skywriting.
And if that's the case, just cast it far away from us.
That reminds me, I forgot to keep track of my days.
Yeah, but we'll rest and keep an eye on them for the evening. We'll gather any supplies that we can find and put them all together. See what they have left.
The days were tracked when you went from Nangalore back to the monastery.
Say that again.
I don't know if how many days went. 'Cause I don't know if you adjusted the supply marker from going from Nangalore to the Aarakocra.
From Nangalore to since leaving Nangalore, it has been 7 days. It took you 4 days to get to Kirsabal. You then left on the 5th day. On the 6th day, you got to the Heart, and on the 7th day, you've gotten here. Here, I will make this.
I wonder where those live gorillas live in the jungle.
That's actually a really good question.
They keep getting turned undead.
Well, here's the thing. Something keeps turning those monkeys into an undead. They're already formidable.
They might have been around us many times since we traveled, right? I mean, how often do we look up into the canopy? Probably not enough.
But whatever's turning them into an undead, I don't think we want to, ever meet.
Probably not.
Well, it's turning lots of things undead, right? People, among other. Assume if a zombie garden snake would be all that notice. Probably see
it's midnight here already. How much longer were we going?
Oh, we'll probably camp here.
Yeah, we can call it here.
Okay, because I usually somebody has to leave by around now, right? Yep. Aha. See, I was like somebody has to leave soon.
Usually,
so do I.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the clock. I mean, I am off tomorrow due to the holiday, so I can stay a little bit longer.
Usually that's me too, except sometimes I go, is it worth just, I'll just I'll just get an energy drink. It's like, it depends on if I want an energy drink in the morning or not.
No, it's a good place to stop because we're camping out, we're resting, we pretty much know where we're going, and we're doing a little walk now, so woo.
Yep. Let's see, you guys.
And we did good, saving almost all of them except one, okay? So
are we going to do the rest of the traveling to the meeting point tomorrow? Or
probably next game, because I imagine there might be a chance for encounters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that you're on foot again.
Yeah.
So we're doing pretty decent on food. We got about a month.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I can good beer anytime.
For the Gorelion and the ghouls, you get 650 experience points. For saving the crew of the Star Goddess, you get another 400. And then for meeting with Valindra and having that conversation and learning a little bit of info, you get another 200.
1250 is it?
1250.
1250.
Count right?
Yeah. Yep. So
Total should be 19,250.
oh yeah, 19.
Mm-hmm.
How far
Almost
away are
4,000.
you from level?
Almost 4,000.
Yeah, little under 4 or little.
Yeah,
3,750.
3,750.
Yeah, math.
Yeah.
So 3 more of these sessions, basically.
Yeah. Maybe we'll run into some interesting things now that we're walking. So, I do want to ask regarding their supplies.
Oh, yes.
Might as well go ahead and do that now if everyone's okay with waiting on that. So, yeah, what kind of supplies do they have? They want to be nice enough to share.
A lot of it is on the ground, so you kind of have to hunt through the wreckage on the ground and gather stuff. And
yeah, because clearly they can't carry everything back with them. So,
Twillin, can't you make your hut thing? Are you the one that makes the hut?
do you make a tiny hut? Can you make a
Yeah.
tiny hut?
I don't remember that
I
being.
don't know if you could or
no,
not.
I don't think anybody here has it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was an NPC or something that had it once. I don't remember.
Down below, scattered amongst the wreckage, there are several weapons of various kinds that looks like they had a ship armory. So if you needed to grab a sword or a polearm or something like that, you could. They're mundane.
And I will be casting detect magic as we go through their junk.
Yeah, they're mundane. There's a bunch of clothing scattered around, so if you needed to replace some clothing, you can find different articles here and there.
Oh, that might actually be useful.
There is enough stuff to assemble 1 priest pack and 1 explorer's pack.
Yeah, okay.
And then in addition to that, there is where is it? Four healer's kits.
Oh.
And 20 days of rations.
They might need those though. Is that like what they're leaving, or is that everything?
That's what can be salvaged.
Okay, so some of it they need to take. Okay. Can are you putting that Matthew? Are you putting that in the group one right now or no?
Out of
There we go.
curiosity,
Okay, put it separate so that we can divvy it up next game into what they're taking, what we're taking, kind of thing. So keep it separate from everything else.
I'll be perfectly honest. I think they should just take both of them.
Well, it's also a matter of what they can carry. So we have a lot more carry capacity than they do. So.
Oh no, I mean we carry it until we get to.
Oh yeah. It's not the issue of not taking that, but yeah.
But I mean, there's how many guys?
Yeah, most of it they should be able to carry, though. I don't see much in there that we're going to want.
There's now 5 of them.
Yeah. So nothing glows magical in their supplies?
No.
Jeez.
I mean, so it's kind of what I was thinking was they could get the 2 packs and then that 20 rations, and
yeah,
I don't know if the healer's kits will be useful for us or not.
Yeah, they can probably have those too. I don't see any of that that's really useful. So unless they are literally leaving it behind because they can't carry it, they can have it all back.
No, I already have a healer's kit, so
yeah.
If anybody has the healer feet, they come in real handy.
Yeah, but no, I don't think any of us have it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but also you can still use it to stabilize a creature using medicine, and I actually am proficient at medicine.
I think Spare the Dying does the same thing, and that's why I didn't bother with it. Spare the Dying stabilizes.
Yes, that's a wonderful cantrip. Too bad I can't have cantrips.
That's
I can spear the dying, but
that is actually on my list to take as well. That might be one I plan on taking eventually.
I get 2 cantrips out of the entire list, and I chose Spare the Dying and Mending.
Yeah, that's actually hysterical because Mending and Spare the Dying are 2 that I want. But if I take the Path of the Tome for my Warlock, those would be 2 I'm taking.
And the main reason I took Mending was
go ahead.
The main reason I took Mending was so that I could fix the robot bear that really doesn't get anything until level 9.
It's fine. But all right, I think we are good. We've got all that stuff. They'll probably end up taking all of it, but that's fine. I will identify that amulet while we're resting, though, since I get a chance.
Oh.
Good point.
I forgot that thing was there.
Yeah, yes. I've been waiting to figure out what it was, but we haven't really taken even a short rest for me to do with it. So I was like, let me deal with this.
Not.
It makes it so you can't get drunk.
Yes.
Envy to dwarves everywhere.
I know. Wait, so the gnome can outdrink the dwarves? Oh, this would be great.
It is. It smells of old ale-stained wood.
Oh, funny.
While wearing it, you can regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine.
Oh.
I assume it requires attunement, right?
Once it has restored hit points, it can't do so again until the next dawn.
Okay.
Oh, it's once per day. Okay.
Yeah, does not require attunement.
Oh, nice. That's actually handy. It doesn't require attunement.
So if we can use it for anybody. We have something that produces beer, so
yeah, put that in a group one. Actually, we'll decide who's going to wear it. Probably Abuela, I would imagine, would have the most use for it because she's always at the front line. Is it an action to use it, or what? Or is it like a bonus action? What was it to use it?
You have to drink a pint of beer. So.
Oh, you just have to drink. Okay, and that's
we have wine that was given to us by.
We do.
Yeah.
So why is this
not? We have beer that we can produce. How long does it take for beer to go bad if it's in a water skin?
Beer doesn't go bad.
In this humidity, probably about 20 minutes.
Have you ever had really, really warm
bad
beer?
It'll taste bad, but it won't go bad. There's a very big difference.
Well, the point is that the alchemy jug can produce beer.
Yes. We literally now have a bonus healing potion every once a day. It's great.
Really nice healing potion.
Right, but to be able to actually use it in battle, whoever is wearing should have some beer in the water skin.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be just like, so it would count as like drinking a potion then, right? If it was during combat?
No, I'm going to say during combat it's going to take like the entire action. No movement, no nothing. Potions are small. You have to drink a big beer.
Oh, okay. I see.
How many healing kits do we have?
Oh, yeah, you have to chug a pint. I can see that taking your entire turn. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to get the heal, you chug an entire pint. Oh,
that's
fascinating.
Best out of combat. For some, there's no combat usage for it, but I'd probably say it would give people advantage to attack you during combat if you're trying to drink that too.
Hold on. Yeah. What's up? Yeah. I'll get it tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good idea to have the beer ready rather than waiting to use the alchemy jug too.
I don't see anything in our bag saying that we have healer kits, other than whomever's carrying them on their own.
I have one on myself.
I never grabbed one because I have the cantrip that does the same thing.
Amulet
on what?
All right, I'll look at it tomorrow.
On you asked how many healer kits we have?
Oh, yeah.
And there's
reason I
none
asked
in the
is,
party inventory. There's only whomever's carrying whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, I was unaware of how useful they were, and it would have been pretty useful for one of us to have that feat earlier. It was like, oh, that's a lot of hit point healing. Each one has 10 uses, right? And each use is 1d6 plus 4 plus your maximum hit dice in healing, and you can use it every hour almost. I mean, you use it, you take a short rest, you use it again, and that's a lot of hit points.
I thought about taking it for the next feat, but I had to increase my stats because I did terrible on the roll.
Yeah. Well,
You've seen
we all
my
have magic
stats.
healing now.
So if we keep the 4, next time we get a feat, I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
still
had to
debating on
fight
whether or not.
Go ahead.
I'm still debating on whether or not to do the feat or the ability score bonus. I mean, I have the 18 charisma already, so pushing up to 20 is nice, but not super necessary at this point.
I just couldn't figure out what feat I actually wanted was the problem. Because I don't have hardly any concentration spells, so I don't need that one. And although I don't really think taking the one that lets me shoot in close quarters is really worth taking. That doesn't really happen too terribly often.
Yeah, I mean, wait, you still have a couple more levels before we get there anyway, so who knows what changes, because we don't know what the city's going to be like. So we could be doing a lot more close quarter combat in the inside buildings and stuff like that.
Yep. I was tempted not to use that scroll, but then I realized that I sort of have like a built-in inclination to hoard consumables.
So you might as well use it for something. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I can't tell you how many games I played on a computer or whatever where I end up like afterwards with like an inventory filled with potions of healing and mana and stuff.
I've so done that so many times.
All the stim packs. I get to the end of the game and I have 300 of them.
So I was like, well, 3d6 is not a terrible lot of healing. We have a number of NPCs down, and it's unlikely in a pinch as players, I will think of this as the go-to way to get us out of a situation. So I was like, now's a good time, I guess.
I put the information on the Amulet of Drunkard underneath the battle standard part in the inventory thing, so we kind of need both those.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, like I said, that's an out of combat heal for the most part. So whoever needs it when we come out of combat most gets the amulet, drinks a pint of ale, and voila, there we go.
But if Abella is wearing it,
well, she would probably be the go-to. So I would imagine she should probably wear it on normal occasions, and then if someone else needs it, she just pass them an amulet.
Or you can add it to a character sheet then.
Yeah, you could just add it to your character sheet. That's fine. And we'll just, if someone else, because you're the most likely to need it at the end of a fight.
Okay.
You get hit more often than any of us, so.
Well, I can still take it too, so.
Yeah, you can. But you're also the most likely to get a healing, so to need a healing when you get done, so. Yeah, and if whatever chance it happens to be somebody else, then, we can just pass the amulet to them and have them drink instead, so.
So are we doing I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was saying it's just unfortunate that we don't have a single dwarf in this party, and we have the most dwarfiest item.
Right?
Yep.
Actually, the thing is the thing would work best for me, ironically.
Oh, well.
No, it's better for Abella to have it. I agree.
Right.
The funny thing is because I'm immune to poison and disease, and beer is a poison.
Oh,
well, one pint doesn't do much.
That just makes it unfun. What are you talking about? Abuela would definitely enjoy it far more than you will. What are you talking about?
I take that back. I'm resistant to poison. But as I said, I can heal myself. I have all these wonderful abilities to heal myself.
Exactly.
And that fight that we got into the time before where Abella was next to me with the gargoyles, if she hadn't ran away from me, my action was going to be cure wounds on her, but she took off for the other side of the bloody platform. I was like,
No, I'm good.
Because you took a whaling in that fight, and I was like, okay, get to Abella. She's gone.
Abella
Alrighty.
has, like, I don't know. How many hit points do you have right now?
My max is 63.
Okay.
Yeah, but remember, she had those 3 gargoyles do 2 attacks on her each.
Yeah.
And it was like every one of them hit. So
well, even then, I don't think I got past 20. I think I was still at 25 by the end of the
fight. Yeah,
at the end of the fight.
I like to take a beating.
No, because Twillum came in there and healed you.
Oh, that's
that's right. He did give me
you ran towards
some back.
Twillum, and Twillum got you.
That's right.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But also, Jeff, the suggestion about casting a spell was it was correct. You were right. I thought about it, and I was like, okay, if we're still in a bad way, I'll cast Bless on everybody, and I can just hover out of range of everything and just be like, I'm concentrating over here. You can't get me.
Yeah, but I'm glad we ended up saving these guys. I feel good about ourselves for being helpful and heroic. You're right.
Yeah, I wish we could have saved the guy that fell.
I know.
Well, at least we scared away the ghouls, and so he didn't get immediately, torn apart when he, fell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have done like an official burial, maybe burning, just to make sure that his body didn't turn undead for them.
So it occurred to me that I probably could have used Featherfall, and it didn't occur to me until just now.
Well, at the same time, he might have been dead before he ever hit the ground.
He was unconscious. I think he was unconscious before he hit the. No, he just got thrown.
Yeah, he just got thrown.
Yeah, he didn't even take damage. He just literally got thrown. And was
it just occurred to me now that I probably could use Featherfall to keep him from, pancaking.
Oh, you could have, yeah.
Because he had scared away the ghouls, and they had left.
Yes.
Which means he wouldn't have got immediately torn apart when he touched the ground.
Yeah, and I was still. Yeah, there was actually a couple of us that were still down there. We would have helped him even if he was.
And
he would have been slowly floating to the ground. We actually could have just came up, got him, and put him back on.
That occurred to me right now.
Of course.
All right. There you go. Now you'll know for next time.
Yeah, because you and I had that conversation. You said if I go flying off of what was it, the broken?
So that you were going to
cast Featherfall on me, and I wasn't going to have to worry about anything. And I'm just still sitting there rather skeptical about that because
you only think about
Featherfall now.
That's what happened. Those that poor NPC, no one cares about. Whatever, let them fall. It's fine.
All the spells I pretty much get or I have are all like. It's just in case. Like, if we're gonna fall, I have this. We're getting hit with magic, I have this. It's all utility, like to keep us alive, and
and then you forget to use it the one time that it comes in handy, right? Oh, look, I can.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I have doesn't really have an opportunity to like come up to use because they're very specific, and it's like I've had Featherfall since the very beginning because I assumed that at some point we're going to fall. Like we have a tendency to climb really high. So I've had it since the beginning because I figured one of us is going to have a terrible dex, whether it's me or Thrak, and we're just going to slip like a banana peel and fall.
Who knew your first chance was going to be an NPC that literally had like 7 hit points or 6, I think, is because they went unconscious at like 7.
If that gargoyle fight had gone a little differently, like if they had decided to grapple and just pull, we would have all been kind of screwed. Because all they would have had to do is fly in there, grapple us, fly back out, and let go.
Don't give the DM any ideas.
I ain't going back there for a while, so
that is definitely already one of their game plans, I'm sure. So we just have to avoid it.
You know what? I've listened to other streams do this. And so far, not one of them has taken up for the ritual of flight. So when they get to this part, they climb up and they're trying to help people. And so when those things attack, they've tossed NPCs. A few PCs have gone flying off the edge. Luckily, 7d6 damage is not usually enough for a death of a PC at this level. But it's very inconvenient. And while you guys have the flight spell on you is like the perfect time for this because they can't just chuck you off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they can slam us into the ground so hard we don't get up again.
Well, yeah, they can do that.
Yeah, they just didn't think about doing that at first, and then me holding one of them really, really helped. I thought, man, that was a great timing for them to fail that save twice.
Yes.
Remember the first time we encountered these.
I know that spell has been a lifesaver so many times. I love that spell.
Yeah, 76. If it rolls high, it will knock ears out.
It would.
He's at 39.
Luckily, I would not be looking very pretty. Probably picking pieces of me up off the ground.
Yeah, that would nearly kill. Well, I think on average it would do about half damage to me. So
I would hope there would be some branches on the way down that the ears could probably just swing off of, but
no, those are just to slow your fall.
Thankfully, we don't need to worry.
No, you're falling out of a tree. You're a cat. You're
that
fine.
fight would have been really.
That's what I'm saying. Should
for the flying. That fight would have been much more difficult without the flying.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, just being able to maneuver around there with ears and me, and just being able to maneuver around and get up there a lot quicker than just say climbing would have gave us a huge advantage.
I was really hoping the earth and grass could actually move and release, but that's not the case.
No, it just holds them. Sorry.
That would be hilarious.
Yes, but if I could throw him off the cliff myself. Here we go. Just
yep.
Well, when he gets high enough level, he'll be able to get Big B's hand, and then that one.
Amazing. But is that 5th level?
But even then, that has a weight limit.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'm.
Yeah, but it's a high one.
So sadly.
All right, guys, I am heading out then.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, I'll see you next game. The 7th?
Good night.
The 7th, okay.
The 7th. Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a good night.
Good night.
Night all.
And thank you for hanging out, and we will be back in 2 weeks.
Oh, Bigby's hand, huge or smaller?